Okay, now we're there. Hey,
All
everybody.
right. Well, let's try this again. Welcome back, everybody, to our next adventure, episode 3 of our Adventures in Empire, our Carnival of Mystery. Our intrepid heroes are finding their way. I am your game master, Tom, and with me I have Escapo
Escapo here.
and Wilstrom.
Hello there. I think I'm going to be trying a different accent today, but don't judge me.
Oh, Escapo
Oh.
Judge.
And Madame Victoria
I'm here.
and Crane.
I am also going to be trying a different accent, but I'm just going to do that every day on principle.
Good for you.
Well done.
I was originally going for like the Christopher Lambert Belgian weird accent.
Yeah.
I keep getting sucked into either Escapo's accent or I swing too far the other way and I go into my Grigori accent, which is
Grigori.
yes, Arthur knows who that is, but he's a big Russian guy, and so we're gonna do something different. So nowhere near.
Whatever makes you comfortable, whatever makes you happy.
Right.
So when we last left our heroes, they were investigating the disappearance of Matilda Rostager, who has gone missing sometime overnight or early morning. They have visited her house and her parents, discovered her bed not made, but her stuffed animal still on the bed, but her cloak and her shoes were missing. There was an open window, and it was clear that somebody went out that window. Also, they interviewed one of the guards. After speaking to the alderman and the head of the guards, the guard who was on duty on the north wall that night, he stated that he had heard a strange bird song that he never heard before, and then he had fallen asleep, which is very strange because he never falls asleep on guard duty.
I think we can assume a causal relationship between the bird song and the sleep.
Yeah, that was Eric Zettel is the one who dozed off. And what else have we done? That's what I
got
have.
a lead for. I've got in the quest journal a lead for Old Man Mansell's house.
Oh yes,
Who is Old Man Mansell again? Yeah.
One of the militiamen found a ribbon up tangled in a blackberry bush up by old Mansell Obturn's house, who has a cottage on the northern side of town. And that is what you know so far.
So that might be where she climbed over the wall.
Yeah, I had also spent some time poking around her room trying to get scent on her. So I feel like we could, if we could figure out where she went over the north wall, we could pick up her scent and track her to wherever she ended up.
Now, the wall around this town is how high? 8 feet?
It's about 8-foot wooden palisade. It's solid, but it is wood. It's got a walkway across the top on the inside, which is presumably where Eric Zettel was guarding and walking around.
Okay. The palisades, do they have stairways built into them, or
Yes.
are they ladders
Yes.
that are movable? Okay.
They are. There are wooden staircases at every corner and one by the front gate. The gate actually has a little bit of a tower over it. Not much of one, but a little bit of one.
Okay.
But that's to the south. The front gate is on the south side.
Okay.
And there's no way out on the north side?
No, there is only one way in or out by design.
Oh.
They force everybody, since it's only a marginally defendable wall, they force everyone to come down and around to the front so they can get an eye on them before they get there.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
The village is...
I'm sorry. I was asking the party if we thought it was a waste of time to go look at the north wall from the inside, or whether we should just go ahead up to old man Mankelbrook's house or whatever his name is.
Well, my guess is Old Man Mansell's house. You say that's on? It's near the north side of the wall, or it's like near the
Yes,
north part of town.
it is inside the village, but in the northern side.
Oh,
Uh,
it is inside the gate. It's inside
Yes,
the wall.
it is
Okay, never mind. No questions. I withdraw my query.
Well, yeah. Why don't we go check out the old man Mansell's house and
Yeah.
Yay!
see what we can figure out?
Old Man Mansell, we coming for you.
All right. It's the village is not that big. It does not take you terribly long to walk up and find his place. Gunnar tells you roughly where it is, and you find it. It's an old one-story affair, but it does appear to have a basement, which is not a big thing, not a very common thing in the village. He's a cellar of some sort. He's got a enclosed area, two enclosed areas. One is a garden, in which you can which abuts back up against the north wall. You can see blackberry bushes. You can see some blueberry bushes. A little patch of covered strawberries that are just peeking up. And the other half is split-railed fence off. That there are about 3 cows meandering around in there.
About 3 cows. It's like 3.3, 3.4 cows.
With a statistical margin of error of 0.3 cows.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
What's the nuclear family equivalent of cows? Are we doing that math too?
The problem is you're not sure if one of those really qualifies as a cow. So it looks like it might have had some other animals involved in its lineage.
Well, I'm sure everything will bovine. Let's move along.
Oh God, it's a cow bear.
Very well.
Yeah, cow bear.
Is this like a one-story? I mean, you said it looks like it has a basement. Is the basement accessible from the outside?
It looks like it is.
Like
there is a
style sort of thing.
Yeah, well, like maybe a root cellar or something like that.
Okay.
Is this domicile abandoned? Does no one live here?
No. There's it is midday. Actually, it's early afternoon at this point. I think it's about 2 in the afternoon, and you as you approach, there is a fence, and you can see that there is an old man tottering around with the cows. Looks like he's feeding and watering them.
Very well.
It's a very low little fence that leads up to his house, and there's a little gate. He's probably where he is with the cows. He's probably only about 60 feet away from you, 70 feet away from you.
Well, I suggest we go talk to him.
Yeah. What's this guy's name again? Mansell.
Mansell.
Good.
Mansell Upturn.
Mansell Upturn.
Until upturn.
Very well. Madam Victoria will approach Mansell as he's doing his feeding. And
Right.
she'll say, "Good afternoon."
Oh, strangers! Hello.
Yes, we are looking into the disappearance of a young girl. What was her name?
You're investigating the disappearance of Matilda?
So you've heard, I'm sure, in a small town like this, everyone has heard that whenever a small girl goes missing, we were told that perhaps you had found a ribbon in one of your bushes.
I didn't. Gunnar was here poking around.
Oh, I see. Where were you? Would you be happy to answer a few questions if it would mean retrieving this young girl?
But who are you people? I've never seen you before.
We are a roving band of entertainers. I am Madam Victoria, communer with the spirits. This here is Wilstrom. A trainer of great birds, And here is our fabulous archer, Crane. And of course, who could forget Escapo the Great, the man who no container can, well, contain.
I'm sure that did not escape your mind. It's okay this time.
So he looks around. Mansell looks around, and he looks at you, Madame Victoria, gives a little nod. Looks for a moment, then looks down and sees Willstrom, gives him a nod, gives Crane a nod, and looks at Escapo and has a slight look of confusion for a moment, and then he shakes.
Right.
Then he kind of shakes his. He doesn't look disgusted. He looks confused for a moment.
Like, why would a perfectly good half elf be in this town of racist assholes?
You could give me sense motives to figure out what poor Mansell is thinking when he
Yes, let's do that.
gaze passes over Escapo. And everybody but Escapo is has said, "Oh, there's a Escapo rolls a 1."
Escapo is oblivious.
Yeah.
This guy really likes me.
I love this guy. He's my favorite guy ever.
Willstrom, with a 15, you kind of realize that he's confused, not angry, but confused for a moment, and then shakes it off. Madame Victoria, with a 10, you're busy talking to him. You don't notice it as much. But Crane, with the 17, you get the feeling that he thought he was looking at someone else for a moment. He thought he saw someone else in the form of Escapo, and then realized it wasn't them, and shook his head.
Oh, have you seen the great Escapo before?
No, never seen him. But now I have. Welcome.
And thank you.
So why are you looking into the disappearance of poor little Matilda?
The crew, your guard, is it Gunnar is in charge? Is that correct?
Gunner's just a militiaman. He's part-time. He's mainly a cobbler.
The person who's in charge, whose name I have forgotten because that was well over a week ago in my time.
But mere hours ago in yours, Adolphus is in charge of the watch.
Adolphus, right? Adolphus. Adolphus actually asked us to take a look into the disappearance. Since everyone's a little rattled at this occurring, he thought perhaps an outside set of eyes could assist.
Did you speak to Helmut? Engstrom? The alderman?
Yes, yeah, he sent us. He also seconded that motion that we assist.
Oh well, then I guess if I can help, I will help. So now, why are you interested in my?
Could you show us where you found the ribbon for?
I didn't find anything.
You know what I mean, sir.
Gunnar was here. I don't know.
Yeah, I was there. Escapo was there.
Well, yes, come in. He opens up the little gate into his yard and
Shall
leads
I
you
go
back.
fetch Gunnar?
He leads you back over to where the all of his berries are growing. The blackberry bushes, the blueberry bushes. It's like, yes, he was poking around in here, but nothing's ripe yet. I mean, they won't be ready to go, ready for a little while, and then I'll harvest them and make some jams.
And this is where the ribbon was found?
Gunnar was poking around in here, so if he found anything, I guess he would have found it here. And he gestures toward the...
Yeah, Willstrom will start poking around in there as well. I mean, he almost gets down on all fours and kind of is almost sniffing around, kind of animal-like, just looking for...
Mansell is taken a little aback by your...
more information.
Your sniffing.
He's weird like that. Willstrom, good with animals. Practically animal Willstrom himself. He's fine.
And as soon as Escapo says good with animals, Phoenix lands on a nearby branch.
See? Point's proven.
Give me a... let's see... What are you trying to look to scent her?
Well, I'm not using scent just yet, but I'll do perception or survival or whatever I need to search the...
Give me a perception or survival, whichever is higher.
It's probably... Oh, it's perception. Interesting. Ooh! How about a 21?
Well, 21, you say. Sure enough, poking around, you find that there is a bunch of the blackberry bush has been scuffed, and it looks like there are marks. But then it looks like it also has been brushed over. So it's like you can't tell exactly what made tracks. A clumsy attempt was made to cover the tracks.
Ah. And how close to the wall are we?
Very close.
Very close to the wall. All right, yeah. My next is to immediately go to the wall and see if there's any indication of the wall that somebody climbed it, did something to the wall.
Give me a perception check for that. All right. After about 10 minutes of searching around the wall, you find that a couple of the boards on the couple of the planks on the lower part actually are false. And there is half dug underneath a secret door that goes under the wall.
Oh-ho.
Gentlemen, we might want to come take a look at this. This is not normal wall behavior.
How does a wall normally behave?
The lean-to, really, I suppose.
What is this guy's name again?
Mansell Upturn.
Mansell, there he is.
He drifts on over to you as well.
I'm trying not to be too accusatory, but I suspect Willstrom comes off a little brusque and is he's like, Mansell, Mr. Master Obturn, are you aware that there's some sort of breach in this wall here? And I point out the false door to him.
What? What are you talking? In my backyard? And he comes over and looks.
Mm-hmm.
What is this nonsense?
Am I buying this?
Give me a sense motive.
Yeah, we're all sensing motive, yeah. Hey, Escapo loved the guy. Escapo trusted him with everything. See? Escapo love Mansell.
All right. Willstrom and Escapo, you're still focused on the door, so you don't really notice. With an 18, Crane, you are you get the sense that he's telling the truth, but Madame Victoria is positive. He has never seen the likes of this door here before. He is as much surprised as you are.
Willstrom's still kind of giving him the squinty eyes.
Yeah.
He's buying it. So does this door come like into his garden?
Yeah, it comes in along the back of the of all of his bushes, particularly like his thorn bushes and his his blackberries, brambles, and all that. It goes in underneath.
Very good.
You can deduce that clearly the ribbon was snagged on these blackberry bushes, as perhaps a child passed through them.
Very well. Shall we? Somebody want to volunteer to take a peek out through that door?
I guess Escapo will go.
Yeah.
I don't know that Madame Victoria is super into sticking her head through a random
I don't know.
hole.
Scapo, isn't this kind of what you
Yeah,
do?
right.
What does Crane mean by what Escapo do? What is definition there? I escape from holes, not enter holes. Come on. But yes, Escapo will go look.
To escape from a hole, you need to actually enter the hole in the first place, right?
All right.
Naturally.
Oh man, this is getting philosophical.
Yeah. Become the hole.
Yes. How does one? Oh, there's the first Zen Koran of Crane. How does one escape from a hole you have not entered? That's Escapo's great thing. It's like anyone can escape from a jail cell once they've been put in.
It's easy.
But it takes a real trick to escape from a jail cell without ever having been there at all.
And that's where Escapo come in, or rather exit. So.
All right, you could.
Is there a skill on? I mean, is it dark in here? I mean, with my
it's a
half
small
elf outside, I can see dark spaces pretty well.
Mm-hmm. It's a small tunnel, but you can get through crawling on your hands and knees. You don't have to like belly crawl.
On second thought, maybe Willstrom should go first.
I mean, a man-sized individual, a regular human-sized individual can fit through this.
Okay, all right, I'll go.
It's a little small, but it's not like
a little crap. That's fine.
But it's not like, oh my god, how did I get into this mess? Kind of small.
What have I done?
It only goes 6 to 8 feet. Mm-hmm. It goes down slightly underneath the wall where it's pinned into place, where the wall is driven into the ground, the wood. Goes down underneath that and up out the other side to the north side. There is a, you can see that there is a panel much like on the inside that if you give it a little push, it should swing open out onto the north of the wall.
I feel like I can trust this door, so because I trust everyone apparently, I'll go ahead and try to open the door.
It swings open relatively easily.
Okay.
And you are outside the wall, my friend.
Yeah, I'm completely out. All right, excellent. Hey, you guys! I yell over the wall.
What? Yes.
As you can see, Scapo has escaped the village through this hole Wilstrom find. So good job, Wilstrom. Yeah, team. Pretty sure a little girl went this way. Let's all go check.
I scramble into the tunnel after him.
It's very easy for you, Wilstrom.
I walk fully upright.
Damn it!
Yeah, you basically just have to duck your head a little bit going in and out. That's it. The rest of the time, you're fine. You're on the outside of the wall as well.
Yeah, let's get out.
Man and Victoria, undignified, screeches down through. Gets a little dusty, a little dirty, but gets up the other side. And then Crane as well?
Yes.
Right. Crane, you go on through. And you're on the outside.
Now.
Mansell calls back. Should I shut this door?
I want to see if I can get back in. This way. The door opens
right
as easily from the outside as it does from the inside?
After some quick experimentation, you discover that it does move both ways fairly easily. Give me perception checks, everybody, on the outside of the wall.
Perception checking. All is right with the world.
With a 9, Crane is happy with everything. Escapo, holy crap.
I don't Escapo see a thing for a change.
But everybody sees it better than you.
It's
so
the story of my life.
19 for Escapo, 24 for Victoria, 27 for Wilstrom, who sees the very fabric of time and space.
Whoa.
It becomes clear, especially as Wilstrom points out the finer details, but Madame Victoria noticed it as well. There is a pile of brush and debris that clearly is moved back and forth between this this door to conceal it.
Gotcha.
Was it concealed when Escapo opened the door? Did I have to push it
No.
away? Oh, okay. So
No, it was not. It was exposed.
Which means probably someone left in a hurry and didn't think to close it behind them correctly.
Or if somebody lured Matilda out and Matilda was not paying attention enough to. Matilda probably doesn't care if she turns around and covers up the hole that she just climbed out of.
Sure. I'm thinking that before we venture off into the woods to the north, that we may want to inform the guards that this is here. And to have a second guard or an additional guard every night checking on the rest of the guards as the night goes on, just so that if we spend another night away from this village, we don't come back to find yet another child missing.
Right. Yeah.
It's fair.
This is why Victoria best madam.
If there's a hole in the wall, I feel like maybe they should know about that too before, just in case we don't make it back.
So we go around and informing the village then. While this is going on, do I have time to... Is our camp just outside the front gate of town?
Yes.
I'm going to go back and pick up my short bow that I keep forgetting.
Do you all walk around to the front to come in? Or are you going back through the hole?
We'll go back to the hole.
Yeah,
seems like an awful long way to go, considering we found a shortcut.
Right?
Escapa, are you going back in through the hole as well, or are you walking all the way around?
I feel like I should go around because the town is a big fan of Escapo.
All right.
Yeah.
You go back in. Mansel's sitting there and says, "Well, did you find anything?"
We found a hole.
Well, I mean, yes, I know that.
I think we found a hole, a trail of some sort. Maybe someone's been coming in and out of this hole in the wall. So we're going to see if we can figure out who it is and where they've been traveling to.
Okay, yes, maybe you. It's the middle of the day. You should probably tell either Helmut or Adolphus. They're probably at the Lonely Fir Inn at this point, having lunch.
All right. Why don't we do that? Go find them, tell them what's going on, and then we'll meet Escapo back at the hole in the wall, as they say.
The hole in the wall. Before we go, my good Mr. Mansell, did you hear anything perhaps unusual last night? Perhaps any sounds that were unfamiliar to you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did. I heard an odd bird out in my yard for the past 3 nights. I was going to go and ask our Greta if she knew what it was. She's our herbalist. She and has the general store. She's very good with plants and everything. I just never got time to go ask.
I see. Well, thank you very much. Where could you point me in the direction of Greta's shop?
Yes, it's in the center of town near the inn. They're both close to each other.
Ah, thank you so very much. And I'm prepared to leave, I suppose.
Yep. Go find Adolphus. You want to go talk to her, and I'll go find Adolphus?
Sure.
All right, and we'll meet back here at the hole in as quickly as we can.
All right, Crane, what are you doing?
I think I'll probably go with. I'll tag along with Willstrom, I think.
All right. So, Madame Victoria, you find Greta Krause's herbalist shop and general store relatively easily. She's in her late 40s, a bit of a spinstress. Small little shop. And
you two have lots to talk about.
Yes.
And she sees you coming. She's a human. She sees you coming and looks up. Oh, sister!
How are you, darling?
I'm wonderful. What is your name?
Oh, God, so weird.
I am Madame Victoria.
Victoria.
I assume you are Greta.
I am. You come for supplies for your traveling band, are you? Come in.
Oh, yes, let's see what you have. I will be completely honest. A handsome man by the name of Mansell sent me to you.
Oh, old Mansell? Oh, what does he want? Is he trying to sell me more jams and cheeses?
Oh, I am sure, and make no mistake, I will return when jam season comes by.
It's not
God.
You from
the additional weirdness is exponential, not additive.
There's a couple of weird sisters. God. It's so weird.
You enter a shop, it's full of basic general store type items. Oh, there's rope, there's nails, there's simple tools, there's bags of flour, staples. And then one side, it's her little herbalist shop where she clearly makes teas and poultices and things out of various plants.
Oh, fantastic. Are you quite familiar with the noises of the birds and such in the area?
Oh, very much so.
Yes. Have you by chance heard an unusual sound in the evenings? Perhaps an animal that you are not quite familiar with?
I thought maybe the other night I heard some sort of strange whippoorwill or something, but I wasn't didn't really pay too much attention as I was asleep when it woke me up briefly, but then it was gone.
Oh, very good. It seems that Mr. What's his nuts?
Don't know him.
Very professional, Mr. What's his nuts.
Oh yeah, he lives down.
Of the Gilenheim, what's his nuts?
Oh yes, Mansell.
Mansell said he heard some strange noises last night, and he was looking to find you to see if perhaps you had recognized them. Perhaps a visit to his cottage later this evening would do both of you some good.
I don't think the widower Obturn would be very interested in me.
Oh.
He still hasn't gotten over the death of his wife.
Oh, I am sure. It is only
Even
a
though
matter
it's
of time, my dear. Madame
Well,
Victoria sees much in both of your futures.
See, it's been 5 years since his wife died in childbirth, and he's never really gotten over it.
Oh, I see. He has a child, a 5-year-old child.
No, the child died as well.
Oh, how terrible for him. No doubt that is why he focuses so much on those cows.
Well, the cows are for his cheeses. His cheeses and jams is what he makes and then sells here in the village.
Still, something to care for, I'm sure does his heart good.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Well, I am delighted to have met you, but I have to rejoin my companions. I hope to see you again very soon.
Well, yes, if you have any interest in any rare and exotic herbs and plants, and she gestures. She goes, I have my man bring me some every time he goes out.
Oh yes, what is your specialty? What is good this season?
Oh, well, this is a star root, and she gestures toward this plant. This is star root. It's a wonderful poultice for any injuries and wounds. It fights off infection. Jacoby brought me some when he was last out cutting wood.
Oh my! Well, I believe that would be just the thing for a gentleman in our troop. How much do you charge for such a wonderful root?
Well, this small bag is 7 silver pieces.
I will fish out 7 silver from my coin purse, my satchel.
Your clutch.
He's got a clutch.
Your handbag.
What did I get? Oh, nope, I got a satchel. It's okay.
Very discernible difference.
And I will procure that from her.
All right.
It's one of those knockoff satchels, though. So
Yeah, right.
Fell off the back of a cart.
It's a lowercase g as opposed to an uppercase g. It's fine. Subtle difference.
And what do I call this? Pulse star fish?
Just put a star. Just put a star root.
Okay. Excellent.
1 dose of star root.
1 dose. Very good.
All right.
And I'll get instructions from her of how it's applied and things.
Oh, yeah. She says you can either take it as a tea or mix it and apply it directly as an ointment.
Very good. 7 silver, huh?
5.
5 silver. I'm sorry. That's good. I'll figure out how to subtract that from my personal wealth on this character sheet.
All right. So whilst you're doing that, Wilstrom and Crane arrive at the Lonely Fir Inn. Fir as in fir tree.
gotcha.
There is a single fir tree growing right next to it. It's a small tavern with an inn and a small stable that can maybe hold 6 horses. It's a little. It's a 2-story structure. It's a oak beam and plaster with a stone foundation.
One has to wonder: was the tree here, and they built the tavern, or did they name the tavern and think, you know what needs to go with this?
Branding.
Yeah.
You can give me a knowledge nature, and you can determine whether or not it's how long the tree has been here.
Were there originally 2 trees, and Marty McFly went back in time?
That's right.
Yeah, well, I don't do knowledge nature. I'm a monk. I raise questions. I don't answer them.
Wilstrom with a 13 knowledge nature. Yeah, this tree is probably older than the tavern. The door is open, and you hear people inside milling about. You hear the sounds of lunch being prepared, served, and consumed.
Great. I'm just gonna stroll in and go. If I see, who are we looking for? Adolphus? No, we're looking for
Helmet.
Helmet, right? Oh no, we're looking for Adolphus. Yeah.
Yep.
As you enter,
If
as you
Adolphus,
enter, go ahead.
I was gonna say if I walk in, look for Adolphus, and if I see him, I'm just gonna walk straight up to him.
All right. Well, as you walk in, you are greeted by Dietrich. He's the proprietor. He's a man in his 40s, and his wife, who's roughly the same age. She's working, taking trays of food out, and he welcomes you. Yeah, welcome. Come in. I've heard of you, the travelers. You've arrived. Oh, good. Please come in. Yeah.
Is Adolphus here?
Yeah. He's back here in the corner with their helmet. They're taking lunch. Come with me. I'll show you to them.
Thank you very much.
And he walks you back to where they are sitting down at one of the tables. There's probably about half a dozen tables in there. And then back in the corner, there's Adolphus and Helmet sitting there eating and talking. And as you approach, they look up and see you, and their eyes brighten up a little bit expectantly. Yeah, have you found anything?
Yeah, you could say we found some very interesting developments in your wall.
What do you mean?
It turns out that behind Mansell O'Turn's house, there's a breach in your wall. Someone has dug some sort of secret tunnel.
What? They seem outraged that this has occurred.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you.
Oh no, they're not mad at you. They're just like, what? How could this happen in our little village?
People don't always like walls around their living spaces, and things outside walls don't always appreciate efforts to keep them out.
Escapo. You have by this point you have gotten your short bow and you're coming back in.
Oh, I'm coming back in. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna lay a little low because they're not a big fan of half elves.
But I'm
coming in apparently, so I'm doing that.
Yeah. You don't have much time before you're supposed to meet at the wall, so.
Okay. I'll start making my way towards the end and.
Right, and you'll pass by the inn, and you can hear Wilstrom and Crane and everybody inside.
I guess I should peek in to remind them that we have work to do.
Yeah. So what is this hole in the wall you're talking about? Where was it?
Like I just said, it was behind Old Man Obturn's place. I'm not sure if it was dug from the outside coming in or from the inside going out, but someone's been using it, and it looks like Matilda may have used it. Now, whether she used it of her own free will or not, that remains to be determined.
Yeah. That's where we found the ribbon. It was right by there.
Right. So I would suggest that you place some sort of guard on that hole until we get to the bottom of this.
Yeah. I will certainly. Adolphus says, "Yeah. We will certainly post a guard there." He gets up hastily to leave to go see to it immediately. And as he's on his way out, he passes by Escapo. And he stops, looks, realizes that it's you.
It's just Escapo.
It's Escapo, and he jerks a thumb and he goes, they're in the back. Points back toward where they are. Helmet, meanwhile, is talking to Wilstrom and Crane. So what should we do next, yeah?
Actually, as Escapo comes in, I'll wave him over.
And I will go meet up with the crew.
Very good. The three of you are together again now.
Together again.
Before we go out, Helmet, I have one question.
Yeah.
Just, did an elf do something to this town?
He looks at the Escapo doing a spit take. And as he's about to answer, she's looking for words to speak out. Cecilia, the proprietor's wife, comes on up to ask if you need drinks, and she overhears and she goes, "I should say so."
Go on.
And you're strangers to this area, yeah? This was a couple of 100 years ago. This was the border. This was the frontier before the empire, yeah? Where the elves fought for, and the empire fought for control over here. This was the front lines. And now we may be at peace with the elves and they're part of the empire, but memories are long here.
Can't imagine they're as long as the elves.
I doubt it very much, but still, there are some. She glances around the inn, not at Helmet though, but it's just in general. She goes, "There are some who don't like elves or those who have bred with them. No offense," and she gestures toward Escapo.
I have heard rumblings, but not Escapo. No, not much. But this area, I'm just here, passing through. I do my best to not offend and help with the task. It's okay. No offense.
Yeah, wait. The last time we had a half elf here, it did not go well.
What happened to them?
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, it was about 10 years ago, and there was a minstrel, traveling minstrel, much like yourself, and she gestures toward Escapo. And he was here, and there was a fight here in the bar. Someone insulted someone, and then fists were thrown, and the poor half-elf gentleman ended up on the ground with a serious head injury. And, well, he felt bad that it happened in our inn, so he just never seen right in the head after, and he's been here ever since.
So the elf is still here?
Well, he's a half.
The half-elf is Escapo kind of glances around.
Yeah, it's a Jacoby. Jacoby is he has a little shed cottage that I set up for him out back, and he does simple things around the town because ever since the injury he's been kind of simple. But he goes out and he does our wood cutting for us and brings it in, and I think he gets some herbs and such when he's out in the forest for Greta on occasion. But he usually goes out and he collects firewood for a couple of days, and then he comes back. And he's just a simple man, and I felt so bad that this happened to him, that we've been putting him up ever since.
Well, Escapo feels like you did do the right thing, but it would be okay if Escapo just go talk to other half-elf, just to, maybe familiar looking face good for him.
Well, I don't know if he's here. He might have gone out into the woods again, but his cottage is around back.
It's okay.
Madam Victoria? Madam Victoria, by this point, you've come over to the inn. You've finished your business with Greta. So Madam Victoria is now back as well. So it's the four of you.
Oh, good.
High fives all around.
Although Madam Victoria is muted, so
yes.
She is speaking. We cannot hear
her. Oh, man, that's terrible. There we go.
Best soliloquy of her life.
How many doses of Star Root did she have available?
Just one.
Just the one? Okay.
Well, no, you just bought one. She might have had more.
Okay. Well, it was that's. Is it all right if I had purchased 4?
She had 3 to sell.
She had 3.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. I'll buy 3 of them. I have no idea what they do, so I might be wasting my money. But
did she tell you? What did she say they do?
They're a healing herb, so I assume that they have some sort of thing. But I'll buy 3.
You can never have too much healing.
At worst case scenario, I'll sell them for 10 at the next town over.
There's Victoria.
That's our Madam Victoria. That's our Madam.
Creepy and thrifty.
Oh. So she leads you up back. Yeah. Cecilia leads you up back, and there's a small little hut. It looks like a converted woodshed. And she knocks on the door, but there's no answer. She goes, I guess he's out.
Do you mind if we just look real quick? Just to see maybe he's asleep?
Well, Give me a what would we use for persuasion?
Maybe persuasion.
Diplomacy?
Diplomacy. Yeah, give me a diplomacy check. See if you can convince her to let you, total strangers, into her
I feel like
adopted ward's house.
I can bluff my way into this better than diplomacy.
Then bluff.
Yeah, so you know, it's a thing all half elves do. We just it's this communal thing. Trust me. You understand. You understand where I'm coming from. Yes.
With a roll of 17, she actually does understand where you're coming from. She says, "Oh, all right, yeah. It shouldn't be locked, I don't think." And she tries the handle, and it opens. She says, "Oh, yeah, go ahead. Is he there? Jacoby, are you here?" And she peeks her head, and she looks back out, but leaves the door open and says, "No, he's not in there, it seems. He must be out in the woods." At that moment, Dietrich from inside, her husband, calls for her. The soup's boiling over. It's like, I'll be back in a moment. And she rushes back into them. Conveniently, rushes back into the inn.
Well, we have a shack here to look at.
Wilstrom is already inside.
Yeah, so fast.
Inside, looking around.
Hitting the
it's basically inside a small shed. There's a bed, a nightstand, a little table, a chair, and a little fireplace. It looks there's on the table. There's a bowl of blackberries, dried blackberries, obviously because they're not in season quite yet. But there's a bowl of dried blackberries on the table. There's it looks like it wasn't left in a hurry or anything. It looks like everything's packed up. The bed is made.
Yeah, I'm gonna search for anything unusual.
Percept away.
Natural 20. Booyah. It's a half elf thing. We get each other.
Right. You know where to look.
That's right.
Yeah.
Under the half shelves. And the half beds.
Madam Victoria is outside.
Are you the lookout?
Yep.
All right. In case Cecilia comes back. All right, very well. Escapo, you're messing around the fireplace, and you find one of the stones removes, and inside there is a small lockbox.
Oh. If only I had lock-picking skills. Is it locked? I just checked to see if it's locked. Is it locked?
As you maneuver it, give me a reflex save.
Oh.
A poison needle comes out of the lock and jabs into your finger. And
Victoria, you still have that star root, yeah?
Oh.
And you feel the poison course through you.
Gonna need it really quick, Victoria.
And you take.
Only someone with something to hide would trap their person.
4 points of damage as the poison ravages your bloodstream.
So let's say Escapo doing it to 25% right now.
Oh boy.
Escapo not doing too good.
Yeah.
He staggers backwards, looking at his bleeding
Thankfully,
thumb.
there's a bed here. Can I sit on the bed?
Yes. It feels like your veins are on fire from whatever this was.
Oof.
I know how this feels. So does help? Do anyone have a...
Yeah.
We don't kind of poison? I'd offer hand to Maelstrom. Can you suck out? I don't know. I'm terrible with these.
Yeah, can I is that a heal check? I just want to see is it just hit point damage that it's doing? Is it
give me a heal check.
a heal check? I'm not great at it, but let's see how we do.
Yeah. Does anybody have alchemy?
Nope.
I do not.
Be a craft skill, yeah.
Is that a thing? Oh,
yeah.
Craft alchemy.
All right. I don't have alchemy listed on mine.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna drop him a cure light wounds to try to get some hit points back in the system in case he's about to lose some more.
Go ahead.
So yeah, Wilstrom steps up and closes his eyes for a moment and says strange words and maybe druidic. And gives you 4 hit points back.
How convenient.
Oh, break even. Scapo used to this.
After his healing, the healing touch of Wilstrom, the pain subsides and you feel pretty back to normal.
Excellent. Escapo feel good enough to disable the device, which maybe Escapo should have done in first place.
Disable device is also what you use for picking locks, by the way.
I glossed over that, so I should have. I have a +8 to that. Maybe I should have just opened with that.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, so Escapo...
for the future, if you want to check for traps, I believe it is a perception, but you get a bonus for looking for traps as a rogue. Oh. And then the disable, you have the extra there.
Excellent.
As well.
Did I know that?
It's a shame had that actually just been built into the wall, my dwarven stone cunning would have given me a free perception check on it.
It's a shame. All right. So disabling device with my plus abilities then.
Oh, Escapo.
You've kind of.
I just see kind of the needle jabs in the
fucking.
It jams it a little bit. It's kind of son of a. It's a lockbox actually. It's decent sized. It's about and it's just wooden with some iron banding around it. It looks like a little treasure chest almost.
It was too good a lock for Escapo. It's perfect half-elf lock. Cannot apparently pick. Who wants to crush?
It's a full elf lock. That's why you can't.
You have to push down the turn.
I appreciate that this is Jacoby as a person of interest, but perhaps we shouldn't be stealing his stuff just quite yet.
I'm glad Wilstrom said something.
What circus do you all work for?
To justify a look inside.
What's
Fine, we'll put it back like the way it was. Fine. Wilstrom spoils sport again.
Now, Escapo, as you are going back out because you rolled a natural 20 on your perception check when you were searching the room, you notice that there are there are no tools in here, like a wood cutting axe or anything like that, and that there's no cloak in here. That's gone. No boots. No extra food beside the dried blackberries on the table. And outside you see some strange marks in the dirt that you eventually piece together with your natural 20 that normally he has a wheelbarrow out here, but it's not here right now. So it looks like he took his wheelbarrow and his axe and his cloak and went out into the woods, presumably to go wood cutting.
What if little girls sneak out in wheelbarrow and not through hole? We should maybe talk to people, see if Wilstrom leave middle of night with wheelbarrow.
Would the wheelbarrow have fit through that tunnel?
Maybe. You would have had to have jammed it in there.
Okay.
It certainly would not have been easy to push it through it.
Yeah.
But the going out chopping wood, that's outside of the town walls, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So he'd have to go through the gate.
Right. We couldn't confirm that he left through the main gate at some point, hopefully.
I think we start investigating
at least there's a place to start.
Yeah.
You know what? Come to think of it.
Because that's an awfully convenient trail that we were about to follow. This is promising lead, Escapo find, with missing wheelbarrow and additives.
I mean, is it...
I'm going to go check on something on the tunnel. I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. And...
We'll be there. Why don't we all head towards that tunnel anyway?
All right.
I'm just curious that what is so unusual about him going out to do woodcutter stuff in the middle of the day with his wheelbarrow and his woodcutter stuff?
What if he never come back from previous day?
Has anyone seen him in the last 24 hours?
That's what maybe we should ask. because what's her face in the bar, not to be confused with what's his nuts at the hole,
Right.
did not recognize and had not seen him in a while.
All right.
Let's maybe we should ask.
Yeah, you do have to go back in through the inn.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Cecilia's still in there. Helmut's still in there as well. Adolphus has returned. He's clearly posted somebody. Oh, actually, no. Adolphus comes back and he's got Eric Zettel with him. The guy that you spoke to before, the one who fell asleep on gate. And he's telling Helmut as you come in that we're going to post a guard at the hole for now. Right above it on the wall, Eric has volunteered to take the first watch up there this afternoon, and then we'll rotate him out. And he looks and sees that you come back in, and they say, we are taking care of that matter right now. Do you think you could find a trail outside?
I'm hoping I can. If anyone can, I'm the man to do it. Out of curiosity, has anyone seen Jacoby in the last, say, 24 hours?
Eric at one point says, Jacoby? Jacoby went out yesterday in the morning.
Hasn't come back?
No, he hasn't come back. That's not unusual, though. He's usually out. He's sometimes out for 2 or 3 days at the time.
Interesting. All right, that's fair.
We don't like to pressure him. I mean, he's a simple but capable man.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go see if we can pick up that trail.
Yeah, check out the hole. Maybe.
And Crane wanted to look at that tunnel, so.
Yeah, I'm curious about its construction.
All right. What kind of check would that be? Knowledge engineering, perchance, or engineering?
Well, let me ask actually. This might I was just looking up the dwarven stone cunning. Is that gives me a +2 bonus with perception to see traps or secret doors worked into tunnels or things like that. Would something like that apply for if I was just looking for, trying to figure out if the tunnel was built from the inside out, from the outside in?
I'll let you take a +2 to that roll.
Yeah, just general information that a dwarf would know about a tunnel, essentially.
All right, go ahead. Give me a perception check while looking it over with a +2.
All right, so that would be 24.
24. This was inexpertly created. It was dug. It's hard to tell whether it was dug from the outside in or the inside out through the wall. If you had to lay odds on guess, though, it was dug from the inside out would be your best bet. But it also has been here for a little bit. For at least a year, it's been here.
How long ago did Jacoby come to town?
10 years ago.
10 years
10 years ago. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You don't know if this tunnel has been here longer than that, but it's been here for at least a year.
Listen, I can think of a dozen reasons why someone might build a tunnel like this that aren't necessarily nefarious. Just convenience for them. It's something a kid might do if they just wanted a way in and out. If someone was was bringing things in and out of the town that perhaps they didn't want the town guard to know about.
Yeah, I thought about that as soon as I suggested alerting the town guard. I think I went against my alignment in that suggestion. a neutral character probably.
Well, I think your neutral character. I think your neutral character would be all right with it because you are suspicious that somebody has possibly been harmed or something bad has happened because of it.
Yeah, it's not that.
Fair enough.
It's not that it's the tunnel wasn't necessarily built for nefarious purposes, but now that it's here, the guards should know of it when there's a child missing. So
Sure.
So we're still standing outside the tunnel, yes?
Yes, and it's about 3 in the afternoon.
And you mentioned those tracks earlier were kind of swept around, but any chance that they may, by chance, look like the aforementioned wheelbarrow tracks?
Well, you haven't looked for tracks on this side of the wall yet, so go right ahead and give me that survival check to find tracks.
Now comes the tracking time. Let's see what I can do.
Sniff it, Wilstrom.
Ugh. All right.
You find an area that is very much scuffed up, and very clearly there has been activity out here recently, besides you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do we have any sense of a trail?
Not on the inside of town. Maybe we now move outside.
Isn't that where we are? Or I thought we were outside.
You're outside.
Oh, I thought we were inside. No, I was looking at the maybe because you.
All right.
Back inside.
All right, we'll make
I was want to do that on the way through the tunnel. Sorry.
All right, we'll make those checks be on the inside. You could not discover anything on the inside, so now give me checks on the outside.
Okay.
All right. Do you want? Are we survival or perception? What are we doing?
Give me perception to start, and if you find anything, then maybe survival to follow it.
All right. Well, there's a 14.
There is a vaguely goes off to the north, a muddled stuff. Madame Victoria confirms. Yep, it definitely goes north.
Well, shall we try to follow it?
Absolutely.
All right, Wilstrom, give me a survival check.
Aha!
All right, it takes you a while of combing through the woods to the north. Mm-hmm. There's a gap between the wall and the woods of about 30 feet where it's been clear cut to provide a space. It's not a very big space to the forest, but there is a space to the forest. And then once in the forest itself, whoever was concealing tracks before obviously didn't take as much care. And you definitely discover a trail. And it does look like there is a wheelbarrow. You see the rut of a wheel that goes through the north through the trees, as well as footprints.
2 pair footprint, 1 pair footprint, just one footprint.
Just 1 pair of adult-sized footprints.
So Matilda could be in the wheelbarrow.
I wonder if Matilda aware she is even in wheelbarrow.
Or this could just be the woodcutter's trail.
It could.
We've lost Matilda's trail, but I say we keep following it by tracking.
Yep. That's at least. Yeah, if that's what it is, let's at least eliminate it as a possibility.
All right. Give me another survival check for following it. It will be relatively easy now that you know what to look for.
Hot damn.
Very good.
All the following.
Sniff it, Wilstrom. Sniff it.
You follow it
down on all fours. It's like
it's so weird.
You follow it with a great degree of certainty, and you leave town far behind you, and make your way into the forest.
Dun dun dun.
Neat.
So
it occurs to me now that it's far too late, that we maybe should have told Emmerich that we were going off.
When I picked up my bow, I told him. It's fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I checked in with Daddy Dearest. He says okay. He told me to have you home by 9 and to treat you like classy.
Okay.
Yes, we're fine.
Very good.
You manage to follow it. You travel until it's getting close to sunset. It just keeps winding through the woods without really stopping. It just keeps going vaguely north. It turns here and there. So you are probably a good 3 or 4 miles from the village. By the time you come up to an area that's a little more hilly, a little more rocky, and the tracks stop, and that you can see, and because they start to go over the bumpy rocks. It apparently goes over some rocks and into a little bit of a glen area in the rocks. So give me perception checks.
Okay, perception. All is right with the world.
Crane's like, disappearing wheelbarrows, no problem. Good, good. We don't have to follow it anymore.
Wait. Pay attention, dwarf. It's right there.
Boom. Willstrom sees with a 20 that there is, in fact, a section of brush that is concealing the entrance to a cave.
Well, look at this, lads. Pulls aside the brush. Starts pulling aside the brush.
And sure enough, there is a cave entrance there. And with that, I will switch maps.
Dun dun dun.
The plot thickens.
Ooh, map switching.
As that map is switching, are there any other tracks that lead in and out of this cave other than
Give me a perception check.
that wheelbarrow? You know, I want to make sure we're not about to walk into like a bear cave.
The only ones you see recently are a natural 20 for Miscapo. Well done. The only thing you see in the past couple days are this wheelbarrow that looks like it may have been here and back maybe twice in the past couple days.
Okay.
And give me so there's a tunnel entrance into a cave. It is a natural cave, and it is about 5 feet across. So you'll have to generally go in single file to the cave entrance. You're outside it right now, looking into the cave mouth. It descends down at a gentle angle, but definitely goes down. Natural rough rock. It is slightly wet. Crane recognizes this is a natural limestone cavern that is just worn in through the hillside, down here through the rocks. So it's slightly damp. Some vegetation growing around the edge. What would you like to do?
Before we enter the cave, I want to basically like hold up a hand and motion for everyone to just be completely silent so that we can just listen at the cave entrance for 30 seconds to a minute, see if there's any unusual sounds coming from inside.
Yeah.
All right, give me perceptions.
Everybody just listen. Shh.
You just hear the normal sounds of a cave, a slight echo. However, Crane, while you're sitting there listening, you glance down and you notice there is a small piece of string or wire that goes across the entrance of the cave, right about 3 feet off 3 inches off the ground.
Looks like a job for Escapo here. Need to disable this stringy thingy.
Yes.
So excuse, and Escapo will step up and attempt to disable stringy thingy. At a +8. I am rolling terribly with my disabled device.
Oh, Escapo.
That's with a +8?
That's with a +8, yeah.
Oh, a 10 with a +8. As you are fiddling with the trip line, it suddenly gives way and rocks up above you fall down. Give me a reflex save.
Oh, dear God.
Could he at least get a bonus to the reflex save since he knew something was coming?
We'll see. Go ahead. Give me. Oh, you dodge out of the way, no problem, as rocks come clunking down right where you were standing moments ago.
But cave not block, yes?
Oh, no, it does not block the cave.
Just some pebbles. Just pebbles. Just pebbles. We're fine.
I mean, they were...
That's one way to disable a device.
They were watermelon-sized sharp rocks, but yes.
Tiny pebbles. Escapo fine. Escapo dodged worse in act back in the other city 2 weeks ago.
It does make a crash, however, as it lands.
Oh, boy.
It would.
Well, there goes our
Element of surprise.
Yep. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, I can still move stealthily in there, damn it. They'll just know that I'm coming.
All right. What order would you like to enter?
I'll go first in this one if that's cool.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Since it's a cave and all that.
Mr. Dark Vision Dwarf.
All right, give me a minute to get you set up in here. And then who?
I can certainly throw up some lights if we want to, but is Crane the only one with dark vision?
I've got dark vision as well, I'm sure.
You have low light.
Yeah, low light.
Which means you do need a source of light. You just see better.
Have you switched the map, Tom?
No, I'm waiting till you tell me your order so I can put you on the map ready to go.
Gotcha.
So,
Does
half
elf have night vision? Or halfling?
Yeah, you have. No, I don't think I have. I think I just have regular vision.
I think you do too, sir.
Yeah.
So how should we put someone that can see in the dark-ish at the back, maybe?
I mean, I can cast light, so if we need a light source.
Okay. Yeah, so can Victoria. I say let's put the Wilstrom behind Crane, Victoria, and then Escapo in the rear. That way, it's order of height. So that way you can fight over each other.
Very good.
I suspect Crane is taller than Wilstrom.
Yeah, I think that's...
You're both short peoples to Escapo. It's fine.
What is Phoenix going to do?
She'll I'll have her perch on my shoulders for now.
All right.
Does Phoenix like caves?
Then.
Probably not, but...
All right. Have we switched over?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sure enough. So my dark vision is 60 feet.
Do you just toss an aura up around your character for 60 feet, or?
Oh, that is a good idea.
Yeah. Because that way Tom will know what to clear up for us quickly. Can you see that on your screen, Tom?
Yep.
Perfect.
Wow.
That is pretty sweet.
We're so fancy.
Science.
Blam.
It's not very wide.
There is a path off to the left as well. But a quick peek down there by Crane reveals that there's just a little obstruction, that's all. And it looks like that. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Well,
So, how many can we move per turn?
we're not in combat, right?
You're not in combat. Where would you like to go?
I'll go ahead and keep moving forward there.
Right. Boom.
Ooh.
And now we are in the...
Muddy Mysterious.
Terribly mysterious. Is that, it looks like there's a path on this. Is that the cave?
Oh, I see with the map, yeah.
So, for example, this is not necessarily accessible to us, is that right?
Correct. There is a cave wall that I'm including in the
Rounds
reveals.
about, yes.
Got it, okay.
And,
I'll keep just moving behind him.
Are these squares
5 foot.
5 foot? You know what I just realized? Maybe my aura needs to be... I put in 60-foot aura, but that...
No,
Oh, no, I see. You're
counts.
showing...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're showing me the... Got it. All right, let me peer around that way. Looks like we're at a T intersection of sorts here.
I will load my staff sling.
Okay.
I guess I will have short sworded ready as character token shows.
Wait, there's actually... Looks like... Does the path go further this way?
Dead ends left or move to the right, you mean? Oh.
This is actually up over here. This, with the purple right there, that is a wall.
Okay.
That is a wall.
So we're still basically in a direct path.
Yeah. How about down here?
Down there is, in fact, more path that goes down thusly.
Uh-huh.
And as you come up here, we have that. And everybody give me perception checks. All right.
I feel about as perceptive as Madame Victoria.
It is a very similar.
Creeps of a feather.
As Crane looks around the corner, as does Willstrom, behind him, and Madame Victoria hears it more than she sees it from where she is. You hear a skittering noise.
Uh-oh.
And 2 dog-sized spiders come scuttling out of their webs, and everybody will, let me clear this. Boom. Roll initiative.
So let's see. First we select the token and then we roll initiative?
Yeah, make sure you have your character selected.
Oh. We can still roll it from our sheet.
Yeah, but you have to have the character sheet selected. Or your character token.
Yeah.
Where is my... Hang on, I'm just looking for where it is on my...
Excuse me.
And let us... So, 2, some might even call them giant spiders, skitter out from around the corner.
Yikes.
And they look a little something like this.
Oh, it's a giant spider.
It sure is. That and 1 giant spider.
Gross.
All right. Willstrom, you are first to act.
All right. I am going to... Willstrom has his staff sling at the ready. He's going to
sure does.
Move up to there.
Uh-huh.
And take a shot at this one here.
Right.
Flingy fling. Fling the
Fling
rock.
away.
Fling that rock. Fling that rock. Wow.
Fling.
A 12.
Ah, the spider sees with one of its many 8 eyes, sees you wind up and dodges to the left at just the last moment. The bullet goes sailing past.
Are they still flat-footed?
Yes. Oh, you're right. They are still technically flat-footed. In which case, that just barely hits.
Woo! So for first, right. Even if you don't surprise them, if you've got initiative on the first round, then
right, then it's still considered flat-footed. Yes,
that makes
sense.
They
are flat-footed until they act.
So yes, you do get him flat-footed. Pap! You hit him for how much damage?
4 points of damage.
All right. Duly noted. Cha. Next up, Phoenix.
I'm going to call Phoenix to me for now. Have her come there, and she's not going to do anything, so I guess she's going to take the total defense action. She's going to hang there.
Very well. The spiders now lurch to life. One tries to mob Willstrom. It is almost the size of Willstrom.
Yeah.
It is quite disturbing.
Oh, Willstrom's sized puppy. Adorable.
Oh, and he bites you.
I'm not abused. I am not abused.
Doing 3 points of damage.
Oh.
And requiring a fortitude save.
Hot dog.
No.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I refuse. Fortitude save, huh? All right.
You shrug off the effects of the whatever foul venom is coursing through your veins. Meanwhile, the other spider rushes forward and attacks Crane, who is flat-footed. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry, Crane.
And so, boom. Crane, what is your flat foot?
13.
He misses you in his skittering, chitinous charge forward. And so, Escapo.
Clarification point here. Can I get around Madame Victoria?
Yeah, you can move through an allied square that's not in combat easily.
Okay. So we are looking at... What's the distance here? I can move 30 and then still act 1. Can I move? I can't move diagonally around that corner, can I?
Yeah, I'll let that count as diagonal movement.
Okay, because then I could get to that. If that's 30, I can get to there.
Sure can.
Okay. Ugh, I don't like it. But Escapo need to take care of friends. Alright.
Just to nitpick, I don't actually think you can get there. Yeah, you can get there.
Yeah, you can get there.
I can still attack the top one.
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Awesome. Alright. Short sword damage, here we come. Nope.
Yes, however, it does miss.
Yes.
It hears your coming across it. It almost as if its legs feel the vibration of the earth as you run forward to attack it, and it moves out of the way.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay,
I am very sure.
Right, fair.
And so, Madam Victoria.
Oh dear. 1, 2, 3. I can't really move through.
You know, if you want to just stay back there in touching range for anybody who gets hit.
That's the way I was kind of thinking about it. Actually, what I might do is come here and just watch this direction.
Very well.
And be prepared.
As you have no light source, you don't see very far.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, I thought we were talking about when we came in.
Nobody told me they were doing a light source.
Nope, we sure didn't.
We just talked about it and didn't do it.
Can
you cast a light source?
I'm gonna.
That's just me questioning.
Well, actually, I had, to be absolutely fair, I considered it. After my movement, I was going to cast light. I intentionally decided not to.
I'm going to assume that Willstrom, you can cast light. Is this correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to assume you did. Otherwise, you are in total darkness.
Correct. Yeah. We would not be walking around in total darkness. So
Yeah,
I've
so
cast
somebody-
light. I've cast light on the buckler I have strapped to my forearm.
Very good.
Not on
Otherwise, you guys would be totally boned.
Yeah.
And just following Crane in the dark. Hoping for the best. Speaking of Crane.
All right. So, if I remember correctly, if I wanted to 5-foot step back, that would require a full round withdrawal action, right?
No, you can just 5-foot step.
And that wouldn't provoke an attack of opportunity?
That's the whole point of a 5-foot step.
Okay. Well then, I will take a 5-foot step and then fire my bow at this guy.
Very well.
Let me just make sure that all that is set.
Oh, at point blank range, Crane throws an arrow. An arrow leaves his bow, sinks into one of the two large eyes in the front of the spider's head, sinks in deep. Black ichor squirts out.
12 damage, bitch!
Does 12 points of damage. The spider is grievously injured, disoriented, not happy at all.
More importantly, not dead.
Not dead, but definitely severely injured.
Which spider was that? The one off to the right?
Yeah.
This one
Now,
here.
if I took a 5-foot step back,
That counts as movement.
that counts as movement, so that's not. So I can't full attack.
Correct.
Got it. Thank you.
I beg to differ. If that's all you do is a 5-foot step, you still have a full attack action available to you.
Do you really?
You sure do.
Something I must keep in mind for the Iron Gods game.
In fact, you cannot take a full step, a 5-foot step, and then also take a move action. Or I should say, you can't move. If you're if you take a 5-foot step, that's all you can do is a 5-foot step as far as moving goes.
That makes sense.
But then you can use your move action and your standard action to do whatever you want.
All right. Well, in that case, Crane, once again, go ahead.
All right.
I assume did you move your guy? Because I thought you were moving back, right?
He took a 5-foot step back. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, why is it okay? Am I just? You are still here, right?
I am.
No, he is not.
There.
Oh.
I show him under Escapo.
Okay.
Yeah, so do I.
All right. I'm going to refresh.
All right.
All right. I think I missed that one.
The second arrow does, in fact, miss, however. And then once Wilstrom comes back, it will be Wilstrom's turn once again. Wilstrom returns to us.
Who are you people?
Wilstrom, it is your turn.
Very good. I am going to... Speaking of 5-foot steps, am I going to 5-foot step? Nah, I'm going to stay my ground. I'm going to use my animal focus as a swift action, and I will activate the aspect of the bull to increase my strength by 2.
Very well.
And when I refresh my cap on the way. And then I'm going to pull my sword and kill this guy.
Pulling a sword is a swift action as well?
It is a move. It is a move action.
You're going to use that as your move action. Very good. And then the +2 strength will give you a +1 to hit, +1 to damage. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Very well.
I can add it right into my character sheet.
Do it.
And then now comes the swordy bits. Die, he seemed to say.
But he seemed to miss.
Or not.
He seemed to miss with only a total of a 10.
Okay.
Yeah, you were all still off balance, dropping your staff, pulling out your sword. Ha ha! I have you. Where'd you go? Your buckler flashed in your eyes, and you missed. Phoenix.
It's going to hold for the moment. I think.
Phoenix is holding very well.
You know what? No. I'm going to. Just didn't see if there's a spot for it, and there is. No, there isn't. She's gonna hold. She's not gonna do it.
All right. One spider attacks Wilstrom.
I might need you in a minute, Phoenix.
Let me find the attack there. Nope, that's the special. There we go. Hiya! And misses.
Thank God.
It was too busy dodging your blow. The other spider takes a step forward and attacks Crane because Crane hurt him. And it is angered and misses horribly. It cannot see. There's fletchings in its eye. Escapo.
Escapo stabby. Maybe Escapo will connect this time. It's, the one right in front of us, the one with the thing in its eye. I believe it's called an arrow. Aha!
Ha-ha! You connect with the spider. It is bleeding now from its thorax, where your blade is cut across, and it seems to be very wobbly on its legs. Things are not going well for that spider.
Interesting.
Madam Victoria.
You are still muted, my dear.
Sorry. I'm a little.
Madam Victoria moves.
So I'm trying to prevent you guys from having to listen to me cough.
Madam Victoria moves incredibly quietly.
She's not there, and then she's there.
Oh God, she's so creepy.
So creepy.
Furthermore, she brings her staff down upon the spider's head, and it dies.
Ah, thank goodness. That is an X spider.
Quite literally, there was an X on the spider.
Mm.
And so the spider dies. Crane!
Well, I'm just going to stand in place and put 2 arrows into the remaining spider.
Let us hope you do so, for Wilstrom's sake.
First one. No.
You actually put the arrow into the one that is already dead.
Yes.
Oh, that one's dead already. And the second?
Everything happened so fast.
Just a second. I want to make sure I'm
Dark in
got
here.
that set up right. Damage. Okay, and then the second one. Sorry, I think I might have programmed it incorrectly here.
It's all right.
There we go.
Also misses.
Also misses. Well, poop.
Oh, you have a base attack bonus at level 1? Fancy. So you have a base attack bonus at level 1?
I do not, but I'm just putting that in to...
Oh, I see. To prep it for later. Good call.
Yeah.
I need to do
that. All right. And so, Willstrom.
All right. Let's try this longsword attack again. Ka-chow. A 14.
Connects with the spider.
For 14 points of damage. Or, sorry, 4 points of damage.
I was going to say, 4 points of damage. The spider is injured, but still going.
Okay.
Phoenix.
Hold, Phoenix. Stay there.
Phoenix stays there. The spider, 5 foot steps back, whoosh, and spits out a web.
Ooh.
Well, butts out a web.
Gross.
And I need everybody to make me a reflex save, including Phoenix.
It's the fat suit, man.
I got in the way.
All I gotta do is slither out of my fat suit.
Oh. Everybody but Willstrom is entangled.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Escapo.
So, player question for Pathfinder. What does entangled mean for Escapo right now?
I am going to pull it up for you.
Fantastic.
Right the heck now. Where is it?
Also, if you right-click on your token and then go to the little crystal ball at the bottom, you can see a bunch of icons that you can put on your character.
Oh, yes, let's do
that.
Furthermore, on your character sheet, right under the header where it says Pathfinder role-playing game,
Conditions.
there's a conditions thing.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, so that'll start factoring in.
Yeah, so if you do, where's...
Oh, and that's awesome. And then the character sheet, the little conditions thing appears to say what's affected by it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. My range is affected. My melee is affected.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, okay. That's... Man, science, you're cool.
Cool.
All right.
So how does one typically get out of being entangled?
You can escape artist or strength check.
If only someone was good at escape artist.
Man, that would be great.
Allow me to enlighten you as to what entangled means.
Yes.
An entangled creature moves at half speed, cannot run or charge, takes a -2 penalty on all attack rolls, and a -4 penalty to your dexterity.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to get out of that. I'm assuming if I'm getting out of that, that is my action for this round.
It is considered an action, yeah.
Okay, all right, and we're saying an escape artist would be a safe roll.
Escape artist, but keep in mind you have a -4 to your dexterity.
Right. So I'll subtract 4 from whatever this roll is then.
Well, no, you will subtract 2 because it's 4 dexterity points. So as long as you're on an even, that would equal.
Oh, you know what though? It's already done the math for me.
Hooray!
Because Entangled has dropped my dexterity down to 13, making my modifier 1.
That's really cool.
Nice.
Well done, Roll20. Well done, Roll20.
Now
well
that being said, though, I still need to subtract whatever the difference is because it still has. I'll just change that value to a 1 real quick. Okay, so I still have a +6 for Escape Artist. That's probably going to be the best skill thing I could use for this, huh? Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to try to escape my way out.
Escape your way out.
He escapes.
You totally escaped.
Yeah, for escaping.
He manages to extricate himself from the web.
You watch your language.
And I'll even let you take a 5-foot step on your way out.
There are halflings present. Come on, man.
And you can even take a 5-foot step on your way out.
I guess I'm going to step my way onto that other spider.
Sure, you can.
So I can be ready to attack the spider in a moment.
Very well.
Because I can't. That was my action, right? I cannot attack at this point.
No.
Okay. All right.
Mana Victoria.
Oh my. Well.
You can either attempt an escape artist, or you can attempt to break out.
Can I draw my dagger and attempt to help Crane free himself so that when he makes his escape attempt, he has a better chance.
I will allow it. I will allow you to give me an escape check. You know what? I'm just gonna because you're using a dagger. I'm gonna give you a. That will give Crane a +2 to escape.
Well, that's downright decent of you, weird lady.
I'm a helper.
All right. Very well. Speaking of Crane.
I am going to. I don't have escape artist, so I'm just going to try to strength my way out of it.
All right. Give me a strength check and give yourself a +2 on behalf of Madame Victoria assisting you.
All right.
Womp womp.
So that would be a 6.
Ah, you get
Does
even
a 6
more.
succeed?
No, it sure doesn't. You're still stuck in the entwining bits of goo.
Just for reference, when you use the condition to modify, like when I was entangled, it actually did do all the math for me, so my roll would have been 3 higher. So just keep that in mind for the rest of you when you roll. It does automatically.
Yeah, no, I was factoring.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Wilstrom, you are not entangled, however.
Excellent. I'm going to drop my longsword.
All right.
I just drop it on the ground. Ka-ching! Still have the sling staff in my other hand, so I'll move action to reload it and then fire off a shot at this thing.
At Spydor.
That's
very well.
Die, the hideous beast.
How
about a 21 for 8 points of damage?
My goodness, for 8 points of damage from your little staff. It is a
nice.
It is staggering around. Its limbs are twitching, but it's still up.
Okay.
But it is definitely really, really hurt.
Good.
Phoenix is entangled.
She is entangled. She, what do we say? Strength check? Is that right?
It's
Or
either
escape
strength,
artist?
either strength or escape.
Well, she's gonna try escape artist.
All right.
Ha!
Phoenix frees herself.
How about 22? Nice.
I taught that bird everything she knows.
Phoenix, way to go. All right.
All right. Boom. Meanwhile, the spider bites at Escapo.
I expected this.
And hits for 1 point of damage.
Oh no.
However, I need a fortitude save.
That's not good. That sucks.
Oh no.
But that's I rolled a 2. Well,
that'll.
So yeah.
You take 1 point of strength damage.
What does that mean?
Your strength goes down by 1.
Oh no. How do I modify that? Just change my strength?
No, if you next to your strength there's a column
Temp?
for temp. Yeah, you can just make that a -1.
Your second time being poisoned in one day, and this time you feel your limbs grow weak. Your joints stiffen. And Escapo, it's your turn.
Well, Escapo going to push forward through the pain because Escapo good like that. I don't need to move, do I?
Nope.
Yeah, I should be fine. All right, so here we go. Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby.
And with that, even despite the pain, despite the weakness in his limbs, Escapo leans forward and with both hands drives the short sword right behind the head of the vicious beast. And now it is expired. And you are effectively out of combat.
Oh, good.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Anybody else injured?
There's a couple of little pride injured, but can maybe survive for a bit longer.
And after a little bit of time, you manage to get your way out of the webbing. You are all free. There are 2 spider corpses laying there. Nasty, disgusting creatures.
Did we lose Victoria?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
There we go. Well, while we wait to get her back, I'm going to step...
Do you have Victoria Wilstrom?
It looks like I do.
Okay, I'll reset.
Yeah, just reconnected.
There we go.
All right. Do we have Madame Victoria? Madame Victoria? If you guys would take a moment and try to reconnect with her, I have to step away for just a moment, and I will be right back.
All right. Victoria, do you hear me? I can see her character picture, which we were not seeing before, so maybe just Victoria stepped away for a second.
I just heard her.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Alright.
But now I don't have Arthur.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Victoria there?
I am.
Yep.
Alright.
Arthur, are you there?
I have Escapo,
Arthur is
but
not.
that's it.
And he's asking on the...
Okay, I have everyone now, so yeah,
wait.
If you're missing people, reload.
I think some people, the
I'm
things
also
just
going
went
to
black, so they might be
mute
loading
for a
up
second.
soon. Maybe.
Oh man, I see everybody.
Okay, I've got Zeb.
Yep.
Alright, we're good.
Uh,
We'll just wait for Zeriko to come back.
Oh man, that was the trickiest way to make his escape. Look, he's not even there.
yeah.
It was all a ruse.
Oh, so is Ryan blacked out and muted too? Or
No, he was taking a selfie, though.
okay.
But do you not see Ryan?
I do not currently.
Alright.
Nor do I see Tom.
Alright. Everyone do another reset. Everyone do the resetting.
I'm just gonna do a reset again.
Bum, bum, bum.
Alright. I've got Ryan.
Yeah.
I do not have Arthur. Wait. This Roll20 is like Comcast support. It's incredible until it's broken. Alright, reloading again.
Alright, while people are reloading, I am going to step away for a moment too.
Hokiday.
I got Chris.
I think I've got everyone now.
I've got you, sir. I'm still waiting on Tom and Ryan, but they might load up.
Okay, Tom's coming back right now. I'll tell Tom to refresh.
I need to refresh?
Yes, Ryan stepped away, so when Ryan gets back, I'll tell him to refresh as well.
Cool.
So nobody else refresh. We'll just wait for Tom.
Oh, and there's Tom.
Okay, and then when Ryan gets back, we'll be good.
All right, we have
So
Madame
Zeb, do I have Zeb? I
Yes,
think so.
You do.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yep. We're just Arthur does not have Ryan, so when Ryan gets back from his break, we'll do a reset.
Very well.
I do not have Arthur.
See, it's so hard to tell whether I've got Zeb or not.
Zeb does not have Arthur.
Madame Victoria does not have Crane.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's wait till Ryan gets back, and then we'll all refresh.
Yes,
How about that?
yeah. That makes sense.
Because that seems to work the best when we all refresh at the same time.
Yeah.
Let us wait for just a moment.
I'm going to go ahead and get a drink too, since Ryan's gone. Be right back.
Very well.
Unless you want to do a break in a little bit.
No, go grab.
Natural spot for a break.
Yeah.
We just killed those spiders, and boy, am I thirsty.
Yeah. I think I will step away, take care of a thing or two.
Yep.
All right.
I've got the break sign on, so just let us know.
All right, Ryan. Madame Victoria and Crane stepped away for a moment to grab a drink, and then we're all going to refresh because they were having issues connecting with each other. And it seems best that when we all refresh at the same time, it seems to work. So,
I thought you said don't cross the streams. I'm very confused.
Jennifer has been, in Atlanta for the last 18 hours, and she'll be arriving home any second now. So.
Oh, nice. Well, she was literally up here just for a thing.
Yeah, she came up for an audition this morning.
Nice.
So she'll be pulling in any second. So I'm sure I will step away to say hello when she gets here.
But other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how'd you like to play?
It's interesting that it's still light there. I can see behind you, Tom.
Yes, I am an hour different from you. So.
Funny how time zones work.
Huh, weird. It's almost as if the Earth were round.
Whoa.
Don't go over the edge there.
I can't because it's round.
Don't talk crazy talk. I'm amused that Jonelle took that crazy little dinosaur with her.
Yes. Well, Crane's back, but I don't know if Madame Victoria's back yet.
When Zeb gets back, we'll find out. So, no refreshing until Zeb's back.
No refreshing.
And then we'll all do it at once.
All right, I am back.
All right, on the count of 3, everyone reset.
Oh, man.
1, 3.
All right, I've got the Scapo.
Oh, here comes Wilstrom.
I've got Crane.
I've got Wilstrom.
Wow! Did that work?
I do not.
I lost Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria is lost, but...
I think
So
I'm good.
close.
I think I'm good now.
I don't have
Crane's
Victoria
the only
yet.
one I do not have.
I see her picture, but I don't hear her say anything.
Really?
Oh, her picture just appeared, so that's usually a good sign.
Hold on. It's loading. Everything's loading. Everyone wait. Because here comes Tom. Maybe. Here comes Tom.
All right, I got a Scapo.
All right. I've got everyone.
I've got Wilstrom.
Yes.
I've got Crane is moving. Say something, Crane.
Hello.
All right, I got Crane. Victoria.
I've got nothing, but I've got
All
Crane.
right, I don't have Victoria,
I
so I'm
don't
going to
have
reset
Crane.
now.
Crane is the one I don't have.
Okay, yeah, you're both.
Oh, wait, no, wait. Now I
Wait.
think I've got her.
Wait.
All right.
Hold on. Stand by for Crane.
Wait.
Let's
Wait.
all go down the line and say, oh, God damn it.
So close.
We had everybody. I think we did.
I didn't have Victoria.
Do you now?
No.
Madam Victoria,
do you hear Wilstrom?
I have a pause symbol on the upper left-hand corner of my
Does she hear me?
image.
Really?
Oh, your broadcast might be weird then.
Okay, oh, I've got everyone.
Man,
Okay.
I got them all.
I still haven't heard Victoria yet.
Do you
Really?
see? Do you see Victoria?
I see her picture. I do not hear her.
Victoria, do you hear Wilstrom?
I do.
Wilstrom, you did not hear Victoria right then?
Nope.
Wilstrom, if you try reconnecting there. 'cause
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not
maybe
bad.
just Wilstrom reconnect. Just Wilstrom.
Okay. Okay. I'm so close.
This is more stressful than fighting spiders.
Wait, I think I have everybody. I have everybody.
Yay!
Wait. Can you hear Victoria?
Yes.
Victoria didn't even say anything. How'd you know?
More's the pity.
More's the pity.
There we go. Right.
Escapo.
Let's go here.
Give me another fortitude save.
God damn. I already have a -1 on that. I thought I did. Hold on.
Why do you
let
have
me-
-1 on your fortitude save?
Because my constitution's only 9.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you dump stat your con? Oh, you're a brave man.
Again, that's with -1, so actually a Scapo roll 4. Not as bad.
You take 2 points of strength damage now.
Scapo not feeling good, everybody. So I'm down a total of 3 strength points.
Correct.
So,
I like how Escapo's been poisoned twice on 2 separate occasions in the same
Yeah.
day.
What did we say that star root does?
I was about to say, I think it's time to experiment with this star route.
Escapo only called for it 5 hours ago.
You didn't need it 5 hours ago. Besides, I was outside. So, do I have freedom and a range of movement enough to?
Oh no, you guys are free from the web.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're out of combat entirely now. So
Yeah. We've cut ourselves free.
Okay. Well then, yes.
Phoenix just kind of just breathed and it was fine.
I will reach into my satchel, pull out the star root, which I guess is what, in the form of a powder, or is it a?
Yeah, it's a dried herb.
It's a dried herb. Yes, and I'll start pushing it into Escapo's mouth.
Ooh, this powder makes me feel very goody.
Here's hoping it does something good.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Escapo.
Gypped.
Escapo, give me a fortitude save.
I'll be back in a second, guys.
All right.
Double poison.
All right. The poison seems to have stopped, but you still feel weak.
Oh yeah.
But you're not feeling any weaker.
I'm super weak. I'm super weak.
Madam Victoria or anybody can give me a heal check to see what just happened there.
All right. Give me 1 second to free my character sheet.
Wasn't expecting anything, but I was curious.
Heal, you say, huh?
Heal or alchemy or herbalist or any related profession.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got heals, about all I got. So there you go.
The most you can guess is that it helped stop the poison, but it didn't revitalize him at all. Yeah.
That'll do. I will mark myself down 1 less dose. Yeah, it occurred to me that, 1 dose was just enough to see if it actually does what it's supposed to do.
You get the feeling that it did help.
Do we need to do another dose to be sure?
Well, that's, I guess, up to Escapo.
I mean, poison no longer feels hot, but, ooh, is Escapo tired? I don't know if it would. I don't know if it would actually improve or not. But there's technically only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's true. I've got another dose. Let me see. Hold on a second. I have knowledge of local. I have knowledge of praise. I'm trying to see if I could make if there's a knowledge that I have that'll give us a little bit more insight into. No, I have
knowledge nature.
Nah, I don't have any of that. So we might want to wait for Wilstrom to come back to make a solid knowledge check. That is not an untrained. You cannot do that untrained.
What knowledge? Oh, I know. I was just curious to see what I would roll. Yeah.
No, I was asking because there's an asterisk next to it, so I was like, I'll make the roll, but I don't know that I can.
Oh no, I think the asterisk meant you had to have a specific kind of like me. I'm local. I put up my pointed knowledge local because my character history has me traveling all around our local area. But that doesn't necessarily mean I know a damn thing about the plants.
Fair enough.
Nah.
Does someone need a knowledge nature roll?
Maybe.
Or a survival roll?
Yeah, baby.
I just walked in. So what are we doing? Knowledge nature?
We're going to see if we can make this a little bit more potent.
We're trying... I've used a dose of the...
Is he breaking up on you too?
Root?
Yeah.
On our artist. We're not entirely sure, but we're looking for either a survival or knowledge check to see whether a second dose would be beneficial,
Okay.
Yeah, because while poison has stopped, Escapo's still very woozy.
Yeah. I can do knowledge, nature, or survival. I have both of those.
Take your pick.
Well, then I'm gonna pick survival because it's better. 14.
You have a feeling that the star root helped neutralize the poison. It might help to give him another dose. You're not sure.
Okay. Well, you're in pretty rough shape, Escapo, right?
Yeah. I mean, I no longer feel worse. I feel like this is as bad as Escapo will feel bad, but Escapo pretty bad. I feel very weak. I can barely hold my arms up normally. It's very weird.
Yeah. Well, I can. Yeah. I say we give it to him.
All right. Well, Madam Victoria, if you are muted, but if you want to give it to him, let me know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yeah, absolutely. I will give it to him. And it is at his discretion to take.
All right. I will just wolf this down.
In other words, I am not going to.
Give me a fortitude, Escapo. All right. You get ace. You take 1 strength point back.
It's better than nothing.
Hey.
All right. Well, I will inform the party that I do have yet another dose.
We'll save that for a rainy occasion.
Yeah.
Very well. Since you seem to be stumbling into poison here today.
It's his theme of day.
Stop getting poisoned.
What? I love the poison. I'm sorry.
That would explain the strange green aura around you.
Yes.
I couldn't suss it out. But it is all becoming clear to me now.
So now we're gonna progress down the cave?
Yep.
Is there anything to be so where did these spiders drop down in from someplace?
No, they
were. It seemed that they had a web up in the corner.
They had webs over in this area.
Okay. I'd like to just peruse the area to see if I don't know, anything of interest.
All right, give me a perception check.
They had perhaps captured another adventurer, or perhaps a little girl.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's do some perception. Morbid, man. Why are you so creepy?
Be a hell of a thing if we ventured down into the depths of the earth looking for a little girl, and she was right there all the time.
Oh.
Escapo is still whinging about his. He's still whinging about how he gets poisoned all the time.
So much poison, man.
Suck it up, Nancy.
That's the problem. He is sucking it up.
That's exactly. That's all the way to that order. Check.
However, you discover some small skeletons in the webs, and Wilstrom or anybody else can give me a knowledge nature on the little skeletons.
Nope, I have no idea what they are. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure these are fish. Is this fish? I think it's this fish. I'm no fish expert.
Anybody else can do this as well.
Even though I haven't.
Oh, this is.
They'll point them out to you.
Oh, okay. Well, then I can tell you that yes, clearly not fish.
In fact, clearly rats.
Yeah.
Large rats.
Big giant rats.
Some might even call them dire rats.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ominous.
Okay. Means we should be prepared to perhaps come across some of those later.
That means Escapo not going first. Thank you. Shall we carry on then?
Yeah.
Old marching order.
Through this.
Onward to glory.
What do we have? We have openings. Is this an opening here? No.
Nah, it's dead end.
Okay. So this is
I
the
think
only
there's
opening.
really only one way to go.
All right.
I still have my sword at the ready, and I'm going to be following at the tail end of the party, following as close as possible.
Yeah, I've picked up my longsword and sheathed it, and I have loaded my staff.
Just to confirm, do we have a light source?
Yes.
His buckler thing.
I have. So my buckler has a 20-foot radius of light on it, of full light, and then another 20 feet beyond that of dim light. So that's 40 feet. Those of you who have low light vision, which is probably just a scapo, have an additional 20 or 40 feet beyond that, I think.
Now, does your light doesn't interfere with my dark vision, does it?
I don't think so. No.
No, it does not. Because you're seeing an ultraviolet spectrum with dark vision.
So when you look at like Grateful Dead posters, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like Victoria. I mean, they're right here.
Oh my. Fresh. If need be, my light spell can be cast at 100 feet. Not that we're going to need it right now, but
Nah, I think we're good.
we need to see something way in the distance.
Yeah, Tom, if I go up to a corner, assume that I sort of lean out along it just to... Basically what I'm trying to do is keep to cover just in case I see an enemy.
All right. Give me a perception check, please.
16.
All right. Give me half a second here to do...
Also, this square here, is this cave wall?
Yes. Uh, 16, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I have to do something. Very well. As you peek around the corner, tiny little mouths try to latch upon you as you are assaulted by rats.
Are they dire?
Almost as if.
Someone would say they might even, in fact, be dire rats, and they get a surprise round on you.
Oh, yikes.
Because you did not, your 16 perception did not exceed their 17 stealth.
Ooh. Those little buggers.
Holy
All right.
snot
Oh, jeez.
rockets.
Oh, which means I'm flat-footed, too.
It sure does. And just so you see the horror that it is,
Looks like we make them come to us.
did that pop up?
Mm-hmm.
Negative.
Negative.
Did what pop up?
A picture of them.
Oh, no, huh?
If it's a particularly large file, sometimes it might take a while for it to propagate.
Yeah, I'm clicking show to player, and it's not giving me the normal thing that it gives me for show to player.
Lame.
Yeah, didn't this happen to you last time, too?
Yeah, I think it did, and I like reloaded, and then it gave it to me, and well.
They're dire rats.
Big creepy rat man.
We'll assume they're fearsome.
All right.
And they're attacking me.
Suffice to say, they're dire rats. So the two in front of you bite at you.
I'm not actually able to... I can move... There she goes. All right. Here we go. I'm sorry.
They both missed. Hooray!
Don't forget to turn off the map, sir, everyone.
Another one that skitters up and bites at you. Also misses. And the rest clustering around, waiting for their chance. And with that, you have all rolled initiative already, I see.
Yes.
So you lucked out that they all absolutely missed you.
Oh.
But that was their one shot at glory, apparently. For now, it is Wilstrom's turn. Hang on, let me put these in the right order.
Okay.
Bam. Wilstrom, go ahead.
Now talk to me about. We got a bottleneck here with Crane there.
Sure do.
Do we pull back and let them funnel in?
Yes, I think that's exactly what we do. I'm going to fall back to here. And I'm going to ready an action that the moment I have line of sight on one of these rats without shooting through my friend, I'm going to let fly a stone, or rather a bullet, a sling bullet.
Very well. Excellent.
And I shout too. I fall back into the cave, back this way.
All right, Madam Victoria.
I will activate the. Wait, what day are we in? I have spent no spells yet.
Nope, you have not.
Spells were spent yesterday. Very well. Then I'm going to go ahead and roll my eyes back into my head and allow the spirit of Blumbucker, the Archmage, to
You watch your language.
to inhabit my body as a free action. And then I will loose a magic missile.
Very well.
On, let's make it that turkey right there.
Very well.
And that's just a D4 unless something's changed, right?
It's D4 plus
D4
caster
plus 1.
Plus
Oh, caster level.
4 plus 1, and then as you go up in level, you get more missiles.
Okay, there you have it.
Blap! Magical energy darts through the air and slams into this rat, causing it to squeak.
Scooby!
And then I will go ahead and 1, 2, 3. I'll go ahead and pop back here.
Very well. Well done, Madam Victoria. Phoenix.
I'm going to call Phoenix back to me. Yeah, I want to call her back to there. And she's also going to chill.
All right. Escapo. You're muted.
Escapo going to move to there and be in position so when the rats show up, he can stabby ratty.
Very well. Crane.
Crane is going to do a full withdrawing action
Very well.
and move back to there.
That prevents attacks of opportunity. Well done.
Oh, no!
Guess what that does?
Yeah, don't move there.
Oh, why?
No,
What is that?
it's fine for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why is that bad for you? Why is that bad for Escapo?
Well, I just thought I leave space for you in front.
Escapo, I don't know if you know this. I'm a ranged
I
fighter.
know. That's bad for me because I forgot.
Tom, that does trigger my readied action, by the way.
It sure does.
So let's let
Which
fly.
Which one you let flying at?
Well, the one that's straight ahead, because that's the one
That's-
that I have line of sight on.
That is the most sense.
Pacow! Wachka! No, really. There he is. Okay. Nope. Just kidding.
The sling bullet flies forward, bounces off this cave wall, ping, and flies back over your head, just narrowly missing you. Pang! You almost hit by your own ricochet.
That's a cool trick shot thing I was trying.
I swear.
Roll for performance and impress the rat.
One rat runs up and attempts to bite Escapo. What is Escapo's armor class? Just your regular armor class.
15.
It gets a graze across your armor. Does not actually connect. Another rat runs up and attacks Willstrom.
How dare? That's a miss.
Cha! 8. It misses.
Get out of here with that bite crap.
And the other rats file in behind. Making it Willstrom's turn.
All right.
Yeah, line them up, baby.
Yep. All right. I'm going to. The one right in front of me. I'm gonna. Out comes the longsword. Nope.
No, it does not. It's so small and wry. It just gets out of the way at the last moment as your sword swings down.
So small. It's the same size as I am.
True. Madam Victoria.
I'm going to go ahead and release the Archmage Bumblagabump. Or rather, wrest control back from the Archmage. Which now leaves me in cooldown. I'm going to move. Can I inhabit this space?
Yes, you will be susceptible to attack from there, but yes, absolutely.
I certainly will be. But I'm hoping to give some flanking to Will. Actually, can I hold my action until right before Willstrom's turn and move to flank that monkey? Is that a doable thing in this system?
You can normally you can hold your action.
Okay.
Or you could ready an action for when Willstrom, you see Willstrom begin to strike, I guess.
It sounds like for what he wants to do is just hold Madame Victoria's action until after the rats go, and then that would be her new spot in the
But she has already acted by releasing the spirit. What kind of action is that to end the spirit possession?
It's a free action.
It's a free action.
Yeah.
Well, then you could have just held your action and just do it then. So that's fine.
Okay.
So yes, you can hold
that's
until
what I
then.
shall do.
In which case, you now go there. Very well. And Phoenix.
All right, Phoenix is going to take a 5-foot flap. And will full attack this ridiculous rodent.
Very well.
Kill. Phoenix, kill. Wham! That's a miss.
It sure is.
That's also a miss.
Sure is.
Oh, come on, Phoenix.
That is very much a miss.
It's because the cave is very disorienting your bird.
All right.
The stalactites keep getting in her way. And with that, Escapo.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll pokey. Let me ask this, so Crane can have a shot. Can I move to this spot without creating an opportunity for the rat, so he can have a shot at said rat? Okay.
You can make a 5-foot step.
So technically, no, you cannot.
Okay.
Oh, right, because
you cannot 5-foot step diagonally around the corner of an opponent.
Okay. That's what I was afraid of.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you could 5-foot step to there if Phoenix wasn't there, and then on your next turn 5-foot step to there. But,
right. That's okay.
It's considered, because that space is occupied by an opponent, it's considered a corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crane also, I believe, has the ability to shoot into combat without penalty, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's okay. Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah.
Overthinking. Sorry. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna stabby. Hope for the bestie.
Nope.
Slashy.
Slashy, missy.
Wow.
With a 13.
Wire little buggers, ain't they?
They're very small compared to you. Crane.
All right, flurry of longbow. First at the one above Escapo.
Very well.
Oh,
very nice. The arrow goes careening off the wall.
We are professionals.
And breaks. That arrow's gone. You're not getting that back.
Seriously. And same one again. Nope.
Well, nope. Still no. It is now the rat's turn. This rat skitters over to the side and attacks Phoenix and misses because, well, Phoenix is airborne. This one skitters over to the side, attacks Escapo, also misses because they're just rats after all. This one moves forward and attacks Willstrom. 17.
That is not a hit. I have an 18 AC.
Well, good for you. And it also misses then. It's also injured, so it was a little distracted. The other rats surge forward. The wall of rat is just starting to spread out in front of you. Now, Madame Victoria, you have held your action. It is now your turn.
Very well. Again, releasing the spirit, or rather wresting control back from the spirit. And now I'm actually going to move to this point, if that's well with you.
You can.
Woohoo, flanked rat.
Although I guess I would get the most flanking bang for my buck right here.
Yeah, you can actually go up and around. I was looking for where you were. You have enough movement, right? You have 30?
Yeah, I have 30.
Yes, you could have gotten there. Yep.
Is it possible to take a defensive, with my attack action, just take a defensive?
There is a fight defensively, yes.
There's also total defense, which is if you don't attack at all. I think it adds 4 to your AC.
Okay, does that require that I also don't move?
I do not believe so.
However, do you still count as flanking if you do that?
That's an excellent question.
I would think you would have to actually be threatening them to be counting as flanking.
Fair.
I don't know, just standing behind them would really count.
Yeah, let's see what fighting defensively as a standard action. No, but I want to fight. We're full total defense. Where's total defense? Total defense might be a full round action.
You got it?
I'm looking. If anyone finds it first. It's under combat actions. Total defense. It is a standard action. You get a +4 dodge bonus to your AC. You cannot make attacks of opportunity while using total defense, but there's nothing about flanking.
All right, well then I will allow it.
Very well.
Bloop. Done. So Madame Victoria has moved there. And looks threatening, but is actually covering her ass. So, Willstrom.
All right, let's... I'm going to attack that one directly in front of me. I've injured that one before, right?
That one was injured before.
Yeah. All right. This is my last one, but I'm gonna activate my aspect of the bull again. This will be it for today. Bring down that longsword. Kill a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
4 points of damage.
And that rat is an X-rat.
Oh, thank God.
As soon as I can do that. There we go. And so that would mean... Do you have anything else, Willstrom?
Let me see. I think I'm gonna chill there for a minute.
Very well. Phoenix.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Willstrom's. That's all he's gonna do. Phoenix is going to attack the rat directly in front of him, which he is flanking.
It is true. That's a -2 to its armor class, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. So I'm sure that's still a miss. A 9.
That is a miss still.
And how about 15?
That one, however, does connect.
For 3 points of damage.
All right, and give me the bite too.
For 5 points total.
Blah, blah. And the rat dies as Phoenix descends upon it and starts tearing it apart like one of the chicks you feed it for its regular meal.
I was gonna say this is mealtime for Phoenix.
Seriously.
Yes. Rah, rah, rah. All right, that was Phoenix. Escapo.
All right, let's do the sword thingy and make it work this time.
Sure.
Yeah. Did it work this time?
It sure did.
Now, is that flanked? Am I flanked? Is this rat flanked with Victoria or no?
Yeah, it would be because it's Wilstrom, right?
No, because Escapo and Victoria's.
Oh, I see. Escapo, yeah.
So yeah, Madame Victoria and I have that rat flanked, but I don't know if what that does for you.
He wants to know for a sneak attack.
Right,
yeah.
If I can do bonus damage, if it's even needed.
You get a +2.
I'm going to give it to you this time around.
All right. Why the hell not? Watch me roll a 1. No.
That was your sneak attack.
Skablah! That is a dead rat.
Haha.
When in doubt, you get a +2 flanking bonus if your opponent is threatened by another enemy character on its opposite border.
Technically opposite border.
Crane, go ahead. Let's move this along.
All right. 2 more arrows into the next available target.
Which is the next rat coming down the hall. The first one.
Yes. There we go.
Hits and slays it instantly. Catches it in the throat as it rears up.
And then the last rat.
The final rat.
That is a miss.
Out of the way. The final rat turns and runs. Because after that.
Screw that.
Shit, get that rat. It's gonna tell the other rats where we're at.
It runs away. And so with that, it is Madame Victoria's turn.
I'm cool here, baby.
All right, you're just chilling?
Yeah.
Wilstrom.
I'm gonna jog into that room. So I can move to there. Go to there. Do I see a rat anywhere?
No, you do not. But you see a little bit more of the room.
Okay.
So let me get that out for you.
That was just, what, 20 feet?
Yeah, that's all I can move. I'm slow. Halflings and whatnots.
Right, with your tiny, cute little puppy feet.
Tiny, cute little puppy feet.
So that's what you see.
Nothing changed.
There's only a little bit more. There is a corner up over here that you can't quite see around from where you are from there.
Gotcha. Okay. And this is a dead end down here?
Yes.
Okay.
You also hear a scratching noise up in this section over here.
Over here?
Yes.
All right.
That is Wilstrom's turn.
Well, actually, let me. You know what? No, I'm gonna. So that was my move action. I will use my standard action to reload the sling staff.
Very well. It is now then Phoenix's turn.
And I will call her to me.
All right. And she will hang out there.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Escapo.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Can I move here?
I don't see where you're.
You're not seeing it in real time. Sorry. So can I move from?
Yes.
These two spaces, like that is because that would put me at 20 feet, and then I can move an additional. That would be my full 30 feet then.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay, sword at the ready. I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer to that corner.
All right, and sure enough, you get closer to that corner.
Oh, hey! Oh, it's a rat!
That was your move action. What else? Anything else?
I mean, I guess I could take out a dagger and throw it and try to kill the rat. Is that a possibility?
I will allow it.
Sure, why the hell not? Alright, so throwing a dagger. Hwata!
It misses. It clatters off to the side.
Alright, well, that's one scared rat then. My job here is done.
Crane.
All right, I am going to move to here and then ready an action to shoot at anything that comes into range, to shoot at any rat that comes into range.
Very well. You will then almost immediately do that as the rat lunges out at Escapo.
My standard tactic of being bait worked.
And you hit it. Ching, it is wounded.
Yes,
is this rat also poisonous? Because that would be my luck.
Actually,
it probably has the disease.
It does. Please make me a fortitude. Come on now.
You have to connect a hit first, damn it.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to make you roll at this point.
That would be amazing.
Well, we're about to find out because now it's
ha!
Oh, it missed.
It still missed. All right. Preemptive fortitude.
There you go.
Escapo the poisoned.
Very well, Mana Victoria.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just shuffle up here next to my halfling chum, and
Very well.
And kind of hang out.
Excellent. Willstrom.
2, 3. I can go to there, and then I will chuck a rock at him. This will be at a -4 because I'm firing into combat.
Correct.
13.
A 13. Where is his armor class?
Probably a miss.
But only just.
All right.
Clatter, clatter, clank.
Then I will give the command for Phoenix to destroy.
Very well. Phoenix, destroy.
Phoenix will go to there. And she will attack. Scree! And misses.
And miss. Escapo.
All right. Exciting time. Escapo get to stabby again. I hope.
Escapo connects.
Woohoo!
And kills the rat.
All right.
Blah.
When this is done, I'm going to pick up my dagger from the other side.
And with that, all of the rats are dead.
Whew.
We are out of combat.
It occurs to me, whoever's using this cave is teeming with vicious wildlife, and yet whoever's using it doesn't seem to have a problem with it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is a large natural. Hang on, let me just describe what you're.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me describe what you're seeing, just so you. So you're still in a natural cavern, regular erosion, limestone. However, you can make out up over here. Let me just reveal a little bit more of this, so you can see. There is, in fact. I don't know that you can see it from. If I don't. There is, in fact, set in the natural cave wall, a door frame and a wooden door located right there. It is closed.
Want to guess it's trapped?
All right, here we go again. Have the poison dust ready to go.
Just on a random whim, and I just kind of want to look over these rats to see if there might be traces of cloth or any kind of anything that would lead me to believe that they encountered a little girl. I know it's a real far-fetched lark, but I'm gonna look over the dead rat.
All right, give me perception checks as you search the filthy little rat corpses.
Maybe they have something in their teeth, or they smell of perfume because she was having a tea party with them. I don't know.
That's just creepy.
She's so creepy.
Well, I had tea parties with rats when I was a little girl.
That doesn't make better.
That in Victoria is weird.
Maybe you should live in this town. You could be best friends with that other creepy lady.
Escapo also checks out the. Is that you checking out the door, Escapo?
Yeah. As well as picking up my dagger while I'm here. Yeah.
All right, Madame Victoria, you don't find anything indicative of the rats, per se.
Fair enough.
They just look like regular rats. They don't have anything special in and amongst them.
Fair enough.
Escapo. Hey, you take a look at this wooden door.
Is it poison?
It appears to be locked.
Poisonous door. Wait a minute, Escapo. It is not a poisonous door.
Okay, just check.
It is a venomous door.
Oh, damn it! It bit me.
So hold on, Escapo. What does your disabled device work off of? It's
dexterity.
Dexterity, right?
Yeah. So I've got a +8.
Then, let me know when you're doing that. Oh, never mind. I can't do any of that yet. Damn it. Forget it.
Escapo to appreciate the assistance, all the same, Victoria.
At second level, I get an aura to help benefit my comrades.
Oh, nice.
I am not second level.
Oh, we are friends.
So it doesn't matter yet.
Escapo, you discover that the door is in fact trapped with some sort of thread or wire that goes in, and with a 22 perception, which was a natural 20, is that correct?
Natural 20.
Yeah. It will trigger an alarm bell that's inside the door or something like that.
Oh, alarm bells are the worst.
Ooh.
Worse than poison. So, guys, this door has alarm.
And it is locked.
It's obviously locked. Escapo can try to pick lock and bell if you wish, or maybe Phoenix can knock door down. I don't know. Phoenix magical. You tell me.
You are our best help with this.
Oh, we're all doomed now. Thank you. Escaping from one room to another. Here we go.
Hold on.
No, I'm holding. Oh wait.
Too late.
Nope, you got it.
You have disabled the bell device.
Woo.
It is you have managed to unhook the wire and still secure it so it will not ring.
Excellent.
Now, if you would like, you can try to pick the lock.
All right, same roll.
Yep.
Same roll. All right.
What
did Victoria just do there?
Nothing.
Nothing. Victoria did nothing.
Oh, apparently I hit something.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right. We're gonna ignore it. All right. Nobel now. I get Nobel Prize. Yes. All right. Time to unlock door.
Then immediately push him through.
Actually, hold on.
It's too late. Escapo already picked the door.
You unlock the door, and without a sound.
Nobel
Before
Prize.
we open the door, I would like to try to cast Sift. And look through this door lock. I assume there's a keyhole of some sort.
Yes, there is.
So I need to let Victoria get to the door. Victoria, all yours. Creep through door.
So that was actually what I hit. There was my.
I see that. I'm reading it right now. All right. So you were trying to look through the keyhole of the door? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Do you need to be up on the door for that?
Apparently I have to. I must be able to see the area I'm trying to search. My intent is just so that we don't open the doors and get surprised. You know, like hopefully, obviously somebody's alarmed it.
Right.
So maybe there's somebody on the other side there. So.
Very well. Sifting through the door and taking a peek. Move yourself up to the door.
Very well. So be it. Boink.
Give me a minute. This polygon reveal was very odd. It's a 30-foot range area, 110-foot cube, right?
Mm-hmm. And I guess my intention is I will cast it 3 separate times. It's a knack, or whatever the 0 levels for this class are.
Oh, okay.
So I can scan the first 10, scan the second 10, scan the third 10. If at all possible.
Arthur, can you turn off your aura, just so we don't have the map washed out?
Oh, yeah.
I can do that.
There we go.
You mean Cave was not cheese entire time?
So that is essentially what you see.
We've been fighting monsters.
God. All right. TPK, total party kill.
We deserve that.
I deserve that. That was.
There is a wood pile and a little campfire that is burning and smoldering and lighting up the room a bit. You think you have. So what does it exactly give you? It gives you.
Not much better.
It gives you. All right, that's it.
Actually, find a better description of it. That's my.
No, you're casting it 3 times, so I'm gonna just give you that too. There's a chest off to the side, and a straw pallet. You cannot see because of range into the far end of the. 10, 20, nope. You cannot quite see into the far end of the chamber, but the chamber does continue to the north.
And I'm assuming this is a giant pile of gold, larger than we could possibly imagine, and enough to retire on?
If by gold you mean dirty straw and hay, then yes. That has clearly been used as a bedding.
Close enough.
So there you go. I'll describe this to my compatriots. Obviously, I didn't take into account that it will not detect actual creatures. So there could be someone in that room and I would not know. We going in?
I mean, is that where we knock?
Yeah, I think we've come this far. I think we have to, right?
Let's go home. We're done.
Who would like to open the door?
Since I'm at the door, I'll go ahead and I guess open it unless somebody else would like to be the first mook through.
Here, let me.
Let's say we can kick open door and have Crane ready to.
Yeah, I would imagine somebody other than Madame Victoria would probably be the person that we want in the front line here.
Makes sense to me.
You know what? I seems like I have probably the best AC. Why don't I go first?
Yeah, I think for the time being, you are our frontline fighter.
Yep. You get those ankles.
And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna put away my sling staff and just have my longsword ready to go.
All right. Willstrom creeps up to the door and pushes it open.
Wait, your halfling has a longsword?
As carefully as possible. It's sized for halflings, so.
Geez. Bigger sword than I have.
It's probably about the same size.
You push open the door. Down.
Oh.
And as you open the door, you see it's obviously a small encampment, a small bedding. And at the far end, lit by the campfire light, there is a figure in woodsman's outfit and a small girl lying on a stone slab. The figure in the woodsman's outfit has an axe in his hand and is chanting something.
All right.
Roll for initiative.
Maybe he's helping her. We don't want to rush this.
He was sick. He's helping.
We don't need to rush to judgment.
Ugh. You're definitely no rushing anywhere.
Yeah.
Where's my initiative? There we go. Put him in front, we said. He'll go first, we said.
Okay. So, how do I add something? How do I create?
You want to add them to the initiative order?
Right, without rolling off of a character sheet. Or what if I just want to put them into the initiative order?
So you can, right click. You can right click on the character and add turn, or just put them in at 0, and you can either change that number or you can just move them to wherever you want.
Right click, add turn, blam, and then very well.
Well, that's no good.
No, sure isn't. The door opens at the sound of the door creaking. He turns around and looks at you, and you see. Let's see if this will actually show him on this. Because maybe it will. Blap.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Jacoby.
Jackerby.
Jacoby, you assume it is a half-elf in woodsman's outfit, holding a woodsman's axe. You see he's also got a quarterstaff next to him. The axe appears to be more of an actual tool than a weapon. He's got a quarterstaff, and you see tucked into his belt a flute.
Sure enough.
Plug ears, everyone.
He drops the axe immediately, whips out the flute, and begins casting a spell. And Willstrom, I need you to make a will save.
I would also like to make a will save.
Willstrom, make a will save. Willstrom is suddenly racked by horrible, choking, chuckling sounds. A hideous laughter overcomes him.
Yeah.
And he suffers from that. It will.
And we suffer with him, apparently.
He collapses into gales of manic laughter, falling prone. You can take no actions, but you are not considered helpless. At the end of your next turn, you may attempt a new saving throw to end the effect. It is a full round action. Otherwise, you will be laughing for the next
14 years.
The next 4 rounds.
Yikes. Will I get a save at the end of every round for the next 4 rounds?
You can take a full action to make a save to stop the hideous laughter.
All right.
So, that was his action. Blam. Crane.
All right. I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which should put me within point blank range. It does.
Very well.
And then I'm going to shoot at him using my perfect strike, which means that I roll twice and I take the highest of 2 rolls. I can do this once per day.
All right.
So first one.
Misses.
Second one.
No.
Wow. Oh, boo. Perfect.
4 and a 5.
That's rough.
Oh.
Once per day, huh?
Yeah.
Like
if
once per day.
Yeah. If I totaled both of them together, I still wouldn't come close to hitting. If I added both of those together, I still literally would not hit the broadside of a barn.
Wow, man.
You are so really disturbed by the sight of this half-elf about to, from what you can gather, plunge this axe into her chest that it freaks you out, and your arrow goes wide. Escapo.
I'll be right back.
So I had my short sword out. Let me ask this: if I want to drop my short sword and swap to a bow and ready an arrow, would that be my entire action for the turn, or would that be the free action?
You can drop a weapon for a free action.
Okay.
You can. Drawing and knocking is a move action, though, isn't it?
Drawing the weapon is a move action.
That's a move action.
I would have
loading a bow is a free action.
Okay. So I would have to.
But getting the bow out would be the move action.
Yeah, and I can't get into that room without moving. So if I were to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I could get. I'd be 2 squares away. He's still not within range if I even rush the room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could get to. I'm clicking and it's not doing anything. Anyways, I can get just to the right of the campfire. That's as far as I could get, so even then I wouldn't be able to do a damn thing. I feel like I shouldn't run in because of his creepy magic flute.
Well, if we could get someone in melee with him, he'll be less likely to cast spells.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be in melee with me is the thing. Because I could get to. Oh, I'm in pan mode. No wonder it's not moving. Hold on. I went to Neverland. I could get to there. So yeah, that would not put me in melee range with them.
Well, you could. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, you're busy with hideous laughter.
Yeah. But to be fair though, like this is more player knowledge and me not being aware of the rules of the game.
Right.
I cannot. Is there any way within the rules that I'm not familiar with a way to move more than 30 feet to attack this guy?
If you don't switch to your bow, if you just keep your sword
out,
in your hand,
right?
You could double move. You wouldn't get to attack, but you would get to close distance.
Keep it in range. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I will do that, and
you would move 30 feet, and then you would use your standard action to move 30 feet as well.
Okay. Well, then we'll come up around the side here, just to get him distracted from maybe playing the pipe.
But if you go there, you will provoke an attack of opportunity, won't you?
Nah, you shouldn't.
If he goes from there.
No. Knowing what I know now, can I not get around this? The
yeah,
do you have enough movement? Oh, you have enough
there.
No, you got enough
from there to there.
Yeah. That at least.
All right.
Hopefully, okay. Sorry for player ignorance.
Not a problem. Phoenix has no commands.
Not doing nothing. Just
Willstrom.
All right. Now.
Will save.
Yes. I'll ask that question if I fail this. Will save. All right.
It is a full round action to break this. So.
Yeah. How about a 20?
You do.
Good.
You stop your hideous laughter.
Great, but you know what I can still do on my, even though that was a full round action, I can say Phoenix kill.
All right.
And so I'll give her that command. Yeah, still she'll go on her turn.
All right. Madam Victoria.
All right, where's everybody at health wise? Let's see. I think we're all right. So what's this? What exactly is Wilstrom's status right now?
He just stopped his hideous laughter.
Yeah, I am recovered.
Okay. And the red is the little girl.
Yes.
The red figure at the top.
Yes.
All right. Of course, I don't see any of that. At the moment. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really get to here with my first move. And my second move, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will provoke an attack of opportunity by doing this, but I'm going to throw myself on top of the little girls.
Oh, very nice.
So I will provoke attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Before I did that, I wanted to channel the No, never mind. Never mind.
Channel 90s grunge rock.
yes.
Here we are now. Entertain us.
Here we are now. Entertain us.
Oh god, that pipe music is terrible.
Poof, poof. He swings his quarterstaff and misses.
Oh boy.
Lucky thing. Lucky thing.
Yeah,
all right.
my AC of 11 was was sweating it out there for a second.
All right. Well, there's that. Has happened. And now it is his turn. He 5 foot steps to here and pummels Madame Victoria.
Oh no, I'm gonna get it.
And the whole time he is screaming, "No, she is mine to give."
Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, congratulations, Madame Victoria. Oh,
wait, that probably doesn't confirm.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Although the damage, Reiko damage, and the crit damage are the same.
So you take 7.
Hot damn. All right.
And then with she actually gets 2 attacks.
Oof.
He actually gets 2 attacks, so you take 6 more on top of that.
Uh-oh.
Hot diggity. No
You're down.
All right.
Madame Victoria slumps unconscious across the girl's unconscious body.
Yikes.
Oh, dog pile!
Now there are 2 sacrifices to be had.
On the plus side, Madame Victoria, you finally found somebody creepier than you.
It's true.
Crane.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to plug 2 more things into this guy. First one.
Misses.
Oh,
And misses.
come on. Come on, Noel Crane. You got to do better, man. This is your shot.
Escapo.
Alright. I don't wanna, but I'm gonna.
Alright.
Alright. And then, where's my... Not today.
No. Wait.
Wait!
Oops, I didn't put it on that sheet. What is it?
14.
No, you do miss.
Nope. I missed everyone.
It's important that everybody knows that I missed.
Escapo runs in and tries to assist, swings his sword. The Jackerbeak dodges out of the way, lifts his leg up. Sword goes underneath. Phoenix can now kill.
Alright, Phoenix, get in there.
What's Phoenix's range? Like 100, right?
Yeah, she's got 80 feet of movement.
Yep.
Alright, so get in there and kill, Phoenix. Kill!
Squaw!
Ugh.
No.
Well.
He ducks down just as Phoenix swoops overhead. And Willstrom.
Alright, let me see. I'm looking up a range on a spell real quick. Yeah, 25 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I go there. And then... Perfect. Alright. I move to there, and I cast Stabilize on Madame Victoria.
Nicely done.
So she is no longer losing any hit points.
There you go. Whew. Oh, Nelly. Well done, Willstrom. Madame Victoria is still disabled, so
Leg disabled?
Yes.
Okay.
But not losing any more hit points.
I'm disabled.
I feel justified now, thank you.
Let's see. What is Jacoby going to do with all this crazy shit happening?
Give up. Yield.
Oh, I'm done. I'm fine. Yo, one half elf to another.
He's actually going to swing at Phoenix, who's fluttering around his head. Get away! Get away, you foul bird!
Oh, you insult my... Oh.
And he misses terribly.
Yeah, he does.
So he's flailing wildly at the bird in front of him. Crane.
All right, for the love of Pete.
Let's all pray to Pete, everyone.
Yes.
Dear Pete.
Nope.
Ah!
The second one does hit.
Yes.
Finally, a blow lands upon Jacoby. It sinks into his thigh. With the arrow, he looks up at you and screams. And with that, Escapo.
All right, so let's just keep the pressure on him.
Whoa, Escapo with a 20.
Yeah, Escapo coming through.
As he is distracted looking down at the arrow in his thigh, Escapo cuts him across the collarbone. Come on! And Phoenix.
Full attack. Get him, animal companion. Kill. Squaw.
Squad! Yeah, that's our time.
Whoa! With a 24 for 3 points of damage. Blah!
Pete, blessed is thy name.
14.
No.
The second talon does miss.
All right. How about a bite of 14?
And the bite also misses.
All right.
But it's a bite.
Fuck. Wilstrom.
Oh, we've pumped a lot of damage into this guy already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he's got 2 attacks, his attack bonuses.
Well, he's got a quarterstaff, so that's gonna be a.
Oh, that's true.
The dual weapon.
Yeah, it counts as a dual weapon.
Still, though, clearly a boss fight.
Clearly.
Well, as this is a dead-end cavern and the girl is here, that's a good guess.
Yeah. Guys, analyze his attacks for patterns that we can use just in case we die and have to try this again.
That makes sense. Okay, all right.
Oh, this is me, right?
Yeah, you're Wilstrom.
Wilstrom's gonna go up to here and cast Cure Light Wounds on Madame Victoria. Oh, is that just gonna get her hit again? What's that gonna?
No, bring her back. And if she gets hit again, it's not us. It's totally fine.
Give him another target. Quick here.
All right. I'm gonna do it because we're gonna need the help. So I'll cast.
What is that icon that's over Madame Victoria right now?
She got her derp face, I think.
That's my derp face. Yep.
Derp face. Got it.
I'm not dead, but I'm not doing so good.
I think that's the stroke face. Is that what that is?
I don't know what it was.
Madame Victoria gets 3 hit points back.
Okay, so I'm at -3 then.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Wow.
Right, because he did. Oh no, wait. He did 7.
7 and 6.
Yeah.
7 and 6.
13. What's your max?
My max is 9.
So you're at -1.
So I'm at -1.
All right.
Can I put in -1?
Yeah, you should be able to.
Oh, good.
It moved the bar to the left.
Awesome.
Wow. All right.
All right, it's his turn again, and he's going to bat at. Jeez, they both hit him, so.
Aim for the bird.
He's attacking Escapo.
Ha 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 ha.
Escapo #1 in his life.
Oh, fuck. And I believe he misses.
Yeah.
What's your armor class, Escapo?
15.
Yes, he misses both times. And Crane.
All right, let's put this fucker down.
Crane.
Not with that one, you don't. The 10 misses.
Oh,
the 20.
What?
Oh shit! shit, son.
Was that a crit confirmed?
Oh, no,
no, they're not confirmed.
No, so 3 measly damage.
Oh, what if it?
That would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing.
Oh my god.
In an alternate universe, his head explodes.
It catches him and tears a chunk out of his ear instead of going into his eye as he turns just at the last moment. Otherwise, that arrow would have sunk right in there, but instead clips his ear. Takes a big chunk out of it.
Sweet, so he's no longer pointy-eared. No, he's got to go down then.
Escapo.
I'm gonna attack the quarter elf.
Oh,
You beat me to it.
freaking racist. Are you an elfist?
Maybe. It's okay. It's okay. I'm half elf myself.
I'm 1/16 elf on my mom's side.
Oh, that'll get you into college.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, oh, you've got all that elf casino money. I see.
Phoenix.
All right, full attack, baby. Pow. 16.
His other ear off.
No.
Oof.
No.
17.
That one, yes.
Yep.
4 points of
17 does hit.
fantastic.
Bam. And a bite?
Pow. Nope.
Ooh,
No,
that's a
not even. Wilstrom.
All right. Since Madame Victoria is down, I can occupy her square. Yes.
Correct.
All right. Out comes the
There are
ball.
2 bodies in that square.
Wilstrom stands on top of Madame Victoria, who is laying across a child.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She's in there too.
Oh, so I can look Wilstrom eye to eye now.
Yeah. I'm little.
Luckily, he's only 35 pounds. Otherwise, this could have been very bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Wilstrom.
All right. Yeah. Take
Hits.
5 points of slashing damage. Kaplow.
Oh, he is not well. He seems to be losing a lot of blood of late.
Good, as well he should.
And then he tries to pummel Wilstrom.
Oh!
Oof. Oh, those are 2
That's 9
hits.
points.
Oh, damn.
9 points.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm
another
down.
body for the pile.
There are now 3 bodies stacked up on top of each other in a pile.
That is an image.
Alright, so no one stand on that pile unless you become pile.
Apparently, that is the doom pile. So don't stand there.
That's where the bodies go.
That's a couple awfully close to pile of body.
Crane.
All right.
He is really injured. I'm just going to point that out.
Okay, I'm just putting as much downrange as I can here.
No, not with a 12. And definitely not with a 1.
Definitely not with the 1. Suddenly an arrow flies into the pile.
Ow! Stop it!
Right.
We're over here.
Escapo.
I'm gonna stand on the pile. No, I'm not. Nope, not today.
Not there. Does Phoenix continue to attack? I would imagine.
Yep, she does. In fact,
And Phoenix
she will continue to attack until I tell her to stop.
Oh, jeez. Someone bring him back soon.
All right, come on, Phoenix.
Not that one. Not that one. Yes, that one. And critted. A talon tears open Jackerby's throat. There is a glug of blood that pours out. He tries to say something and topples over dead.
Did he just spray blood on me? What the hell?
Shouldn't have attacked his master.
Phoenix with the vengeance kill.
Yeah. Now this is the part where we find out that the girl was controlling Jacoby all along.
Right.
Oh, no.
Alright, so how do we heal these people?
Madam
I'll drag
Madam
Wilstrom off the pile.
Hang on.
Okay.
Madam Victoria is stabilized. She's fine. Wilstrom is not. He will continue to lose. So a heal check will stabilize him.
Is heal wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
believe so.
guess I will.
I mean, at least make the roll.
Yeah. I gotta change the configuration.
And I believe Wilstrom can also attempt to stabilize himself. Can you?
Yeah,
not?
I can make a DC 10 Constitution check. I take a penalty on the roll.
Hey!
Hey, Crane made the heal check. He stabilized you.
Okay.
All those years binding up wounds in the army.
All right. I forgot to mention in the corner there's a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, thankfully we got this wheelbarrow to cart people back with.
We're gonna need that. We'll wake the little girl up. We're gonna carry our own people. She can walk.
Yeah.
The girl slowly wakes up.
Why are all these people on top of me?
I assume I'm unconscious.
Yes, both you and Wilstrom are unconscious at the moment.
Okay, we'll put them in the wheelbarrow.
Phoenix perches on top of me and tries to preen my my head of hair.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? So yes, everybody stabilizes. The little girl wakes up and goes, "Where am I? Where am I?
Are you? What's the little girl's name again?
Matilda.
Matilda? Are you Matilda?
Yeah, I'm Matilda. Who are you?
Oh, she's the other little girl that went missing in the forest.
There might have been more, man. You don't know. This guy's creepy. So what was the last thing you remember, Matilda?
I was in bed and I heard a song being played, and I went out to see what it was, and I went up to Mansel's blackberry bush, and then I fell asleep.
Do you know Jacoby?
Jacoby? Jacoby. He's just the woodcutter. Why? And she looks over and screams because there's Jacoby with his throat torn open, lying on the ground next to her.
Yeah. So about Jacoby, he apparently kidnapped you, Matilda. We took care of him though.
She is very busy screaming.
Crane, you take care of little girl. I'm gonna check Jacoby.
All right, so I'm gonna.
I have to pull the pile apart. Hang on. There we go. Now put the pile back together. There you be. There. Oop, not. You get over there. There you go.
I'm gonna kneel down. Matilda, it's all right. Here, drink this.
What are you offering her?
Oh, some of my beer.
Oh, that makes sense.
She looks at you. Give me a diplomacy check.
That's
Come on, 20. Oh.
Oh, that. Oh my gosh! Even with the -1, that works.
That was you rolled charisma, not diplomacy.
That's fine. That works.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
She hesitantly accepts it and drinks it, and she calms down. She's not screaming anymore, but she still is shaking.
Matilda, I am sorry to say that a bad man put a spell on you. The good news is, the bad man is no longer a problem, and we're going to take you home to your family, okay?
Yeah, I just want to go home.
Don't worry, that is where we're heading now. We just need to...
Who are those people? She points to Mana Victoria and Wilstrom.
They helped save your life. But now they're unconscious, so we're going to load them in the wheelbarrow and take them home.
Oh, all right. I don't know what... and she just kind of sits there mumbling and sipping on the beer you gave her.
Yeah, there you go. You knock yourself out there, kid.
While he's talking to Matilda, I'm going to check out Jacoby, grab the flute, and see if he has any other fancy things on him that might help us get some clues. I've seen the chest. Yeah, we're going to go to the chest soon.
Well, of the things that are on him, you do find 2 little vials.
Ooh. Not super keen as to what these are, but I'm definitely going to stash these 2 little vials.
Are they poison cures?
Man, I hope so. I'll drink.
Oh, and no, I'm sorry. I apologize. He has 3 vials on him.
Are they all the same color of?
No, they are all different.
Ooh. What's the skill used to identify stuff in this again?
You can spellcraft.
If they're potions, I think you can use craft alchemy too, but...
Yeah, I don't have craft alchemy.
No, you don't have that. You can also appraise them, which may help. With your appraise skill there, your appraise check, one of them is not a ingestible liquid. It appears to be some sort. You take peek the stopper off a little bit, and it smells very pungent and alcohol-y. you would, and I mean alcohol by like isopropyl alcohol.
Right.
So this is certainly not an ingestible thing. That one. Mm-hmm. Another one, however, you do identify. It is a drug known as shiver.
Okay. What do we know of shiver?
Shiver. It's a drug that is used to bolster people's courage.
Okay. Kind of like a adrenaline shot, but more druggy.
Yes. And the third one is clearly a magical potion of some kind.
Just, I know that it's magical potion, just not sure of what.
Correct.
Okay. And spellcraft would do me probably no good on that.
You could, if you have spellcraft, yeah, you could.
I mean, I've got 2 basic points for my, what is it, wisdom? Or
yeah.
Intelligence?
You give it a shot.
I suspect spellcraft is a trained-only skill.
Is it? Okay.
I would think so.
Oh, is it? I can find out.
Yeah, that's got an asterisk.
Yeah, it
I
does.
just saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, all I have is knowledge, dungeoneering, and local. No, nothing magical in nature. So, alright, I guess I'll stash all these, along with Das Flute, and did I find anything else?
Not on him.
Alright, onto the chest.
The chest appears to be locked.
Of course it does. I guess I will check to see if there's...
Oh, you know what? You found a key on him.
Oh, man, fantastic.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. How handy. I guess I feel like, considering my luck, I should still check for traps. It's also, the key itself is probably poisoned. But that doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, lick the key.
Yeah. Alright, it's good. Put it in. Unlock the chest.
It unlocks, it opens.
Alright. What is in the chest?
Inside, you discover about 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
A black onyx that's worth about 25. What else does he have in there? There is a tanglefoot bag in there.
A tangled foot bag?
A tanglefoot bag.
Tanglefoot bag. I have no clue what tanglefoot is.
That is it's a alchemical item. You throw it at people and it restrains and entangles them. Yeah.
Okay, like a bolo. Got it.
It's basically it's a bag of tar, basically. Right. And it kind of explodes when you throw it at people.
There is also a strange...
Putting this all in the party loot pool.
There's also a strange... symbol, carved symbol, and it looks like a spider, like a stylized spider.
Okay.
It's black with green veins going through it.
Would a local knowledge might know anything about this?
Or knowledge religion?
Knowledge religion sure would.
Hey, Crane, what is this spidery thing? It looks icky.
Oh. Well?
With a 19 knowledge religion, it is the unholy symbol of Norgorber. Norgorber.
Hey, Nor.
It is the god of greed, murder, poison, and secrets.
Wow, that's quite a list.
Poison was a dead giveaway earlier, guys.
So much poison.
So much.
On closer examination, it looks almost like the spider is wearing a one-eyed mask over its face.
Crane, you hold this.
Would I know anything about human sacrifice to Norgorber?
With a 19 for knowledge religion, yeah, he was a mortal who took the mantle of the god of killers and spies. He also tends to wipe the minds of his followers after he uses them, so they don't remember that they were. Like if he appears to them after they do what he wants them to do, he wipes their minds so they don't remember.
Oh, damn.
He does like sacrifice, especially when it's a murder.
All sacrifice is murder. Wait, no voluntary sacrifice.
Yeah, and he loves him some secrets. You also find inside the chest another key, a small key that looks like it would fit a lockbox.
God, I can't imagine what lockbox that's going to go to.
Well, since he loves secrets, I'm going to spend just a little bit of extra time sort of casing the room for any secrets.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Things.
All right.
Perception checks off the house.
You look around, give me perceptions.
I think it's good here. What do you think, Crane?
Crane says, yes, it's good here. With a roll of 23. Crane is like, yep, nope, that's everything.
Alright, let's load up these bozos and get the girl back to town.
Yep.
Alright, you load up the bozos.
I like the idea of just Crane coming back into town, just pushing a wheelbarrow.
Hey, I want to just say, thank goodness it wasn't the halfling and Madame Victoria who had to wheel you guys.
Yeah, that's true. And to a point, it actually was really damn lucky that the wheelbarrow was here.
How convenient that happened to be, and it's very important too because Escapo is still weak in arm. That Crane has to carry a wheelbarrow. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Crane, you're able to push the wheelbarrow home, but give me a strength check, and we'll use that to determine how long it takes to push. It takes a long time.
It takes a long time.
It is about 1 in the morning till you get back. At about 1 o'clock in the morning, you are back at the gates. And there is Gunner is actually on duty at the front gate tonight. He sees you coming, and he sees everything in front of him, with you, with the wheelbarrow, with your friends, and he immediately raises a cry of alarm to the whole area.
Alarm! You're gonna wake everyone up. It's okay.
Emmerich comes out and sees what's going on because he's camped outside there. You are brought inside the town. Emmerich comes in with you, and you are brought before Helmut. He is overjoyed that the young girl is back, and shortly thereafter, in run Uva and Gessel, the parents. Oh my goodness, Matilda, you're back. Are you okay? They're fawning all over her for a few minutes just to make sure they're all right, and then they fall, clutching your knees, going, thank you so much. You don't know what this means to us. You've saved our little girl. Helmut goes over and wakes up Greta, and Greta comes out, and she comes out with 2 potions and says, here, give it to them, and hands you the 2 potions to give to Wilstrom and Victoria.
Excellent. Well, then we will give them the potions as requested.
And
I'll take one of the potions and drink them and heal myself.
All right. Crane's a jick, and he's healed. You can roll for your healing. You each get a potion of Cure Light Wounds poured down your throats.
Okay.
D6?
1d8 plus 1.
Okay. Still
D8 plus 1.
Oh, Wilstrom!
I am at exactly 0.
And Victoria actually got 8, right? Because D8 plus 1.
Yeah, man. I will immediately channel, or rather allow the spirit of the Hierophant to overtake me. Cast my last spell for the day.
Seeing as it's 1 o'clock at night, sure.
Hold on. I would hold on. So it's a different day, but I haven't. Hold. Okay. Do I still have a spell?
Yeah, you still have your one spell.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
your. It's the same day until you take the rest. Until you bed down, take a sleep.
Gotcha. And cast Cure Light on Wilstrom.
Very well.
When you guys are done healing, Escapo needs to go look at Jacoby's room again.
Oh, geez.
Well, it's four is better than 0, so.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
And he's conscious again.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I mean, hi, Wilstrom.
Phoenix, kill everyone.
I wish you could transport the tokens over.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, because now I have to go back and update the hit points. There we go, I'm done.
Yeah.
So yes. You wanted to go back to Helmet asked what happened. Helmet's like, what happened?
Oh,
what
yeah,
happened?
so...
Where was she?
Yeah, so there's a Jacoby, apparently. I'm assuming we left his body. Or did we bring the body?
Actually...
Let's bring his body.
Now we'll in the wheelbarrow, yeah.
Yeah, we'll toss him on top of the other bodies.
Once again, being in the army, I've had a lot of experience of just carting corpses on wheelbarrows.
That's right. So we show him the corpse and and we relay that. Yeah, Jacoby apparently was into some really dark magics. We think he's a worshipper of Norgerbert. And he apparently has this magic fruit to make people be charmed, and he drug the little girl away in the middle of the night. That's why your guards don't remember, and that's why he snuck out. And we caught him as he was about to kill her.
Helmet says, well, yeah, he was a minstrel when he came into town, but we thought he'd lost all of his abilities when he suffered that head injury. Meanwhile, another guy bursts into the scene. In his 30s. He's dressed like a shepherd. And he's like, yeah, I told you he was no good. He was bad. That's why I knocked him down in the first place. You should have kicked him out of town then.
So,
who is this?
Yeah, who are you? We haven't met before.
Helmut goes, oh, yeah, this is Zeitel Schaefer. He's a shepherd.
Random racist guy.
Yeah, so we appreciate you.
He's the one that was in the bar fight with Jacoby 10 years ago.
What was it about Jacoby Schaefer that made him not be right to you? When I give him
Zeitel looks right at you and then turns deliberately back toward Helmet and says, I will not speak to one of those things.
Phoenix. Never mind.
So we need to go investigate his room just to see if there's any more secrets hiding, and then we will call this closed case. Here's his body.
God.
Here, Schaefer, you take care of the body.
He doesn't even look at you.
Yeah, I
know. However, Helmet goes, yeah. Adolphus, go with them to Jacoby's shack, and let them in.
Excellent.
And so you go back to Jacoby's. You go to Jacoby's shack.
Mm-hmm. There's still something that doesn't quite add up here. Was he just faking it for 5 years?
10 years.
The 10 years that he's like, there haven't been any other strange disappearances, or
when we open up the box,
why
we
now?
Find out.
Yeah.
I was thinking that as well.
You encounter Cecilia and Dietrich, the innkeepers, and his wife, and they're like, Jacob, he was under our roof the whole time. We tried to extend him kindness. Why would he do this? It's terrible. It's terrible.
It is possible that he might not know what he did, but we need to check his house to find out for sure.
Yeah, and they take you back out to the shed, And it is as you left it, and that lockbox is
As
still right there.
It.
Yep.
Gee, does this key work in the lockbox?
Click, it opens.
Not poison. All right.
Inside are
splash of poison comes
Damn
out.
it!
Inside is 25 gold pieces.
You mean 20 gold pieces?
And a journal.
Yay,
Dear
journals.
Penthouse.
This has never happened to me before.
Who can read Elvish?
I can.
Because it is written in Elvish.
Yep, that's I guess yeah. So I'll read it and fill in the people off of what I read.
Essentially, what you piece together from his journal as you go through is he was seriously injured by the blow to the head. It did not drive him in. It did not turn him into a simpleton, but it did, for lack of a better term, turn him evil. It changed his personality.
Made him have a really bad life. I would too if I, got hit in the head by racists.
And he swore vengeance on the town. He recovered slowly, played dumb, played like he was a simpleton, and this is not the first time he's killed.
Oh.
As they go through, you discover that Dietrich and Cecilia had a 12-year-old son, Robert, that went missing a year ago.
Oh.
We did kind of
what about
that, didn't we?
Yeah, what about Mazdal and his wife and
the childbirth
kid? Yeah. That might not have been him.
That was not him. Well, at least it's not in the journal that it was him.
Mm-hmm.
Does it mention where the little innkeeper's baby body might be?
It says he left it out, that he buried it out past the cave.
All right.
After he sacrificed him.
Yeah, well, we should...
we'll leave that to them.
Yeah, we should show this to Adolfo.
Is there any other useful information in there?
Helmet. Adolphus.
Well,
right now it sounds like we can blame it entirely on the racist for hitting him in the head.
That would be, yeah, if there's a way for us to spin it that way, that would be
I will bluff my face off for that.
Yeah, it's basically he was out for vengeance. And that's when he started worshiping Norberger as a god of murder and secrets. But this looks like it's only his second kill. Like it took him a while to work up to this.
Okay.
And it would seem, judging from the journal entry, that this is in fact the anniversary of his injury.
Aha.
Which is why it was today.
He wasn't quite a super serial killer, but we took him super seriously. Got it.
That's right. Very well.
All right. Well, let's report this back and try to see if we can throw that one guy under the bus.
All right, give me a bluff check to throw him under the bus.
Although, wait.
Who are you bluffing to?
Am I? No, I'm just neutral.
I guess Helmet, the one in who?
He's the village elder.
Yeah, he's the village elder, and I explained to him like, so. I mean, this doesn't excuse, Jacoby's actions entirely, but had he not been hit in the head, none of this would have ever happened. So just keep that in mind the next time the elves come to town.
Oh, all right.
Not my
he says, no, he says, while Zeitel was in the wrong to hurt him, the murders are only the fault of Jacoby.
Of course. Just making sure you keep in mind next time, less with the bashing. Keep it in check.
All right, and with that, we're going to wrap it up here for the night, as you go back to your camp to relax for the evening, and recover. Crane just lost all of us.
He's coming back.
Oh, I lost everybody too. No, wait.
Right. I just came back.
Yeah.
Crane's working on coming back.
All right.
Because it shows his face, so he's loading. Do you see him?
I am seeing and talking to Crane right now. But
okay.
you know what? we're going to wrap it up at this point.
All right.
You bed down for the night. We'll deal with other stuff momentarily. Since Crane can, in fact, hear me, though, we'll give you all your experience points.
Hooray!
Because there is a decent amount of it.
By my count, we should have been up to 797 after the last 2 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have, yeah.
So that is and that. So 8, and then another.
Carry
And
the
that will
1,000.
give us. Well, no, you are going to be pleased with the amount of experience points you have got.
Multiply it by 50.
And
Nope, I have a Scapo again.
I reset for Crane.
600 and. All right. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
685 experience points each.
So that puts us at 1482.
1482, yeah.
1482.
And Madam Victoria,
Yeah.
can you hear me? I am going to give you one kind of like a luck point that you for one die roll you can roll 2 d20s and pick the better result for throwing yourself on that kid like that.
Yeah, that was
Very
nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. That was pretty awesome.
Creepy, but awesome.
You played to your strengths by being a corpse.
A bottle cap, if you will.
Yes.
Yes, if we were at some other podcast, that would be a bottle cap. But essentially, yes, you get one where you get to roll 2 d20s and then pick the higher result. Or the better, whichever result you like better.
Okay, so I would spend that before I make the roll then.
Right. All you do is say, I want to spend my, we're going to call it your karma.
Nice.
We're going to call it a karma point. So you can spend your karma point. You just say before you roll, like so if you got a roll you really need to make, spend your karma point and you'll get 2 d20 and pick the better one.
Neat.
All right?
Yes, sir.
Well, guys, thank you so much.
Cool. Yeah, that was great.
I hope you had a fun time. We will get together at another point and we will discuss when we can get another session online.
Yeah, so we can get a Facebook thread going or something.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll discover when we can do this again.
So,